Welcome to the club.
My club are mental, aren't they?
21 is coming. You're chatting gas. Embarrassing. Half ref.
Most toxic fan base in the world are Arsenal.
Liverpool, the worst champions ever.
We're back, and it's Cup Final. I'm delighted to say that the wonderful Ade Oladipo is joining for his club debut. Ade, you are in the club.
I'm in the club.
I think to anyone who's ever watched any videos on my YouTube channel, they will know Ade. In case you don't, Ade's a really good friend of mine who is a Liverpool fan and is joining us today to watch this Cup Final. Do you know what? I love this Cup Final. I think people are really sneery about this trophy, but I adore it. And Buvey, I know you share that policy because obviously your team basically own this competition.
Yeah. I think Adam McKola, obviously a massive part of the club. He's not here because he's watching his side in a cup final for the first time in 6 years.
Is this their first final in 6 years?
Yeah.
And they lost that one, didn't they, to Unai Emery? Is that the one you're thinking of?
I'm talking about the last time they won a League Cup against Southampton. I think it's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So they spent £1 billion and they won a League Cup.
Ago, isn't it? What's that, 2013?
No, 2016.
2017.
Yeah. So they're
Adam's
in it.
there at Wembley.
It looks good. Look, the Geordies have made a nice display there. The black and white.
Do you know what's crazy for me, Rory, is that we saw the Newcastle fans coming down on the train down to London, and they've now outnumbered all the London Man United fans in London. It's beautiful.
They've
well done, lads.
Yeah, they've definitely embraced this final, haven't they, the Geordies? They really are up for it. They really have committed to it. And it is a huge final. Like, I don't understand the mentality. I know that some people in the comments now will be telling me it's only the League Cup. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have the prestige. It doesn't have the significance. I just don't abide by that at all. I love silverware.
Yeah.
No, but you can understand it's the smallest trophy you can win in the season. So you can understand what they're saying. You can.
Yes.
In terms of priorities at the start for the big clubs, this isn't the one, is it? It's not the one you prioritise. Once you get to the quarterfinal, semi-final stage, then yes, you want to go.
Yeah.
No, but and on some level, right? You're definitely correct. But it's the lowest of all the trophies. But it's still an amazing. So on the scale of wonderful things to happen in your season,
Yeah.
it's the worst. But you're still on the best scale. You're winning silverware.
Yeah, look, Liverpool, we love it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've won it, 9 times? This is our trophy. Obviously, Man City have adopted it from us. They're taking it for a little while, but this is our trophy. We won it last season. It kicked off a great season for Liverpool last season.
Decent season. Yeah, I don't think you can use great.
You won 2 cup
generous.
finals. You weren't the best side in the League Cup final. Chelsea were better.
Yeah,
they had a goal incorrectly ruled offside.
We won it though, Boo, didn't we? Do you know what I mean? We can all go back and do that. But we can do that about everything.
There are ways of winning.
This is incredible tifo from the Geordies, I must admit. This is very impressive, isn't it? It looks like just the colour, just the spectacle of it. It really does look impressive.
It's nice to see someone else that, I know Newcastle got the money and all that, but just to see Newcastle in a final is really nice for football heritage kind of reasons. It's been 25 years since they've kind of got to this point.
What is it, 1955, their last major trophy?
Last trophy?
Last one,
55.
Yeah. I mean, if you count the Fairs Cup and all that nonsense, yeah. 55.
55. Yeah, I mean, it's incredible when you think of that. They won the FA Cup in 55. It's the year Chelsea won the league. And since then they've won nothing.
Yeah.
So, and when you think about, I'll always contest quite the size of the club because I don't think it is the size of the club that everyone else seems to think it is. But they're obviously a club worthy of winning silverware in the past 70 years.
Yeah, I mean,
and they haven't.
Come on, I mean,
Even
Leicester have won the league.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, QPR have won a League Cup.
Birmingham City have won a League Cup.
QPR have.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
QPR have managed to win something. So, in terms of this game, how do you see this one going, Addy?
I just saw Karius. And if I'm a United fan, Newcastle United, straight away the heart's starting to beat a little bit stronger just because he's not even done anything for the last couple of seasons. You remember he was on loan at Liverpool. Well, he was at Liverpool last season. No one wanted him. So he stayed at Liverpool last season because no one wanted him. Yeah. And then the season before that was at Union Berlin where he played 4 games. So he's not a very good goalkeeper.
No.
That's just fact.
Is he a bad enough goalkeeper to sort of change how you see this final going?
The only reason I'm giving him a chance is because it's Manchester United and there's that Liverpool connection and maybe he might do something a bit special for them. But if I'm Newcastle United, I'm hoping that it doesn't even get to a stage where he has to make wonder saves.
Because not only is it about Karius, right? It's about Karius on some level, But it's the addition of Karius, but then it's the impact of not having one of the best goalkeepers in the league this year in Pope.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
So it's like a double-edged sword for them, isn't it? It really
Changes things. Should we talk about the lineups?
Yeah, go through it, Booth.
David De Gea in goal for Man United. Delo at right back. Varane, Martinez, Luke Shaw, Casemiro and Fred in midfield. Anthony, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Wout Weghorst up front. I can't believe I'm saying that he's playing for Man United in a cup final. Karius in goal. Then you've got Shaw and Botman at centre-back, Trippier and Dan Burn. Joelinton, Bruno Guimaraes, Longstaff, Almiron, Callum Wilson and Alan St. Maximan left wing. Unbelievable.
Mate, when you hear the teams like that, it's actually more tight than perhaps I initially anticipated. But do you know what, Booth? We're going to go through these teams and give our analysis and our predictions imminently. But just before we do, we have to say a wonderful and heartfelt thank you to the folk of NordVPN. They have been kind enough to partner with us for the rest of the season. We are incredibly lucky, and NordVPN have been so good to us, and we would love it if you need any VPN action. Make sure that you head over to NordVPN. It is so good. It is such good value. One subscription houses 6 of you. You can use 6 devices with one subscription, and it will cost you about the same amount as a cup of coffee with no jeopardy. Money back guarantee. So there is no reason to not head over to NordVPN for all of your VPN needs.
It's unbelievable. And the service is the quickest of its kind going on the internet. And the big one for me is summer approaching. We've talked about it previously, but it's spring, summer now, lads. We're booking our holidays, and these flight websites, they track you across the internet even, and they sometimes don't give you the best deals. And VPNs allow you to have the cheapest flights across the internet, and NordVPN helps you do that. So thanks so much to NordVPN for helping us.
Amazing. So in terms of the teams, Addy, the player that you flagged initially with Karius, I get it. Yeah. Do you know what I'd like to hear your thoughts on both of you?
Go on.
Marcus Rashford, because I've been getting a bit of stick lately. I called Marcus Rashford the best footballer in the world currently.
Calm down.
You disagree, Addy?
Calm down, yeah. I think we all saw what Benzema did to Liverpool the other day. There's players like that around, do you know what I mean? Yeah, Osimhen for Napoli. There's some good players out there. Don't get me wrong, he's on a good run right now. The best we've seen him ever, I guess, in his career. But I'm just, what?
I just love this. Do you know
national anthems? Was you telling me to shut up because the national anthem?
No, it's Abide With Me. It's a cup final, isn't it? It's Abide With Me. All I'm doing is, I'm just saying, like, you know, this moment, like Wembley in the sun, in the nearly spring, when the passion is going, the fans are there, Abide With Me is playing. I want Abide With Me at my funeral. That's how much I love the prestige of the cups.
It is fantastic, by the way.
It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah. How can anyone ever view a cup final at Wembley and go, I don't want any of that?
I want Angels by Robbie Williams for me at the funeral.
Really? You're not that.
No. I am that.
No, you're not.
I choose my funeral.
But the message of the song...
One second. You can't dictate to him what he can have at his own funeral.
This is how bad Rory gets.
Rory gets
when he loses a football game.
Yeah.
I don't think that we're not talking about that.
It's in my will.
I don't think that the message of Angels is you at all.
What do you mean?
It's not who you are. You don't encapsulate the spirit of Angels.
Of an angel?
Yeah.
You don't think I'm angelic in any...
No. What did Flav call you? Flav called you something.
You know exactly what the word is.
I can't remember.
A Neanderthal.
Flav, thank you. Flav absolutely no reason called Buvey and Neanderthal in the previous game.
I don't know.
That's a bit much, isn't it?
It's amazing.
It's called Germanic.
So you're going Angels Robbie Williams?
Yeah.
I want to buy...
Right with you.
When I go, and I'd like you to come to the funeral.
Yeah, possibly.
Both of
you.
There.
Yeah, no,
I want you to both, seriously, sing Abide With Me.
I don't know the words.
Think of the cup. I don't know the words either, but learn them. I'm dead. You could do me one favour and learn a few words.
No, we'll do it.
Learn Abide With Me, and then in your head, just think of your favourite FA Cup moment. Whatever that is.
Steven Gerrard against West Ham, 30 yards, Shaka Hislop, down to his left, couldn't get it.
And then think of mine, think of Roberto Di Matteo scoring against Middlesbrough. Just have that in your mind as I go, as you sing Abide With Me at my funeral.
Okay.
You thinking of it now? You literally thinking of
I'm trying to not think of you dead. I'm trying to still think of you with a few more years left.
I just love the cups. I just love the magic of the cups. But so you disagree with me, Ad, in terms of my Marcus Rashford love?
Yeah, I think you've gone a bit too deep with it. I mean, Harry Kane's had as good a season. Haaland, I mean, if you're going to rule out a guy that's got 33 goals in all competitions, then I think we need to see what's in this water. But I do think that he's had a good season, but I'm not quite sure it's the season everyone's going crazy about. I think it's stunning, but best player in the world.
I think the issue is you compared him to Van Persie, Man United, 2013.
Did he do that?
Yeah, he compared him to Suarez, Liverpool.
You haven't done that.
Salah Liverpool as well. I think his season is comparable to them.
In what way?
How?
You know, Ivan Toney's only a couple of goals behind him.
That's what I said.
Just
I'm sorry
carrying.
you said
Just
that. I said that.
carrying a club. Like,
What about Ivan Toney then? So Ivan Toney's having a Van Persie season.
Hang on.
Ivan Toney is having a Van Persie season according to Rory Jennings.
But Buvey, in previous debates, you have acknowledged that doing it for bigger clubs on a bigger stage, carrying a bigger club is more of a grand and.
Has Rashford been good for Man United this season? Yeah,
Yes, been good.
But he's changed.
Has he been?
United. He's changed who they are
pathetic?
today.
No, he hasn't.
He has, because
Has he
when
been mercurial? No,
this
he
is my feelings on it, and tell me if I'm wrong here. When Cristiano Ronaldo left, when Cristiano Ronaldo basically disrespected the legacy of that club after the game against Fulham, Garnacho scored that goal against Fulham, Manchester United embarked on the World Cup. Cristiano Ronaldo basically blew the club up. It was a terrible approach from him.
It was.
And at that moment, when we realised that he will never play for Manchester United again, I think a lot of people said 24 goals last season, 18 Premier League goals, they can't be replaced. Nobody at Manchester United is going to score those goals. Then they signed Weghorst, and everyone went, they're never going to get anywhere. Suddenly they could win the league. Not only could they win the league, they are in all 4 competitions. And I think the reason that they are is because Marcus Rashford went, do you know what? Don't worry about those goals that Cristiano Ronaldo was meant to score. I'm going to score them.
Yeah, that's still a fair assessment. He's filled a hole of a 37-year-old guy who doesn't want to be there. Ronaldo's season last season wasn't that good.
Yeah,
he's good.
He's a
okay.
striker that scored goals. Congratulations. Let's applaud him.
You're so
well
sneery.
done. Well done. He's a striker that's got
You've
goals.
both got no love in your hearts. You've got no love in your heart.
Congratulations.
I
Marcus
think
Rashford.
maybe football's in a bit of a lull and maybe there's nothing to talk about, and then you filled it with this kind of Rashford thing.
Yeah.
There's loads to talk
You
about.
act like he's on target for 50 goals
I can't think
or
of a
something.
goal Rashford scored of incredible significance so far in this kind of... apparently, this is the best run of any footballer in the history of the sport, according to Rory Jennings. He scored a couple of goals in the Europa League. He scored a couple of goals in the League Cup. Where are United? They're third in the... They're not even... What, are they 25 points clear in the Premier League title race?
Every single competition.
So what?
Why do you not think
One of them is the Europa League. One of them is the FA Cup early round.
Do you know what? I can tell that
And
Andy
when-
wants to back you here, but he didn't say anything here, so I know he doesn't. And he's significant.
when you say-
we're underway, by the way. We are underway.
When you say they're in every trophy, they're third in the league and in Europa League. Let's calm down. They're not. Oh, hello.
Good save, Carriers. Good save, son.
Yeah. You know there were jeers there from United fans. Whoa. Well, let me get this correct. Manchester United fans.
Yeah,
We've got to say that. You can't. Yeah.
But do you know what? I've got no dog in the fight between United, between Manchester United and Newcastle United. But when you say United,
You mean you
it's Man United, isn't it?
It is.
It's Man United.
Yeah.
Like, so if I say United,
Yeah.
I mean Manchester
But
United.
City
You're
are
being
becoming that now. If you say City globally, it's Man City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who else would it be? Bristol.
Leicester.
Birmingham City.
Birmingham.
League
Yeah,
Cup.
yeah. No, it's
I think City is City.
Yeah.
And I think that United is Manchester United. Like,
Yeah.
so if I go United are playing well at the moment.
No one says
I'm not
Newcastle
talking about
United.
West Ham, am I?
Yeah. You're not talking about Rotherham United.
No, I'm like, it's obvious.
Wait, but do you think Sky were wrong though when they tagged it Manchester United versus Newcastle? Do you think that was wrong?
Is that what they did?
That is wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong. Yeah.
Defo.
Yeah.
It's Newcastle United.
It's Newcastle
Did they
United,
do
isn't
that?
it? Yeah, you can't
Shame
just
on
do
them.
that.
Shame on them.
Yeah.
I want Newcastle to win, by the way, every day of the week.
Oh,
Every day of the week.
100%.
I don't.
I don't think
I know.
they
I
will
get your
win,
rationale, but
I
I've
want
thought
them
about
to
it
win.
more and more when
So
you said that to me.
what do you mean?
I don't want it. I desperately, for the first time in my life, I want Manchester United to win this game.
Wow.
Not to grass him in, but Jack's done that on our title, by the way. Man United versus Newcastle.
That's embarrassing from Jack.
Good Jack.
Should know better.
Jack,
Good
sort
Jack.
your life out, Jack.
I think it's good work, Jack.
I'm guessing Jack's only started watching football just a few months ago. That's wrong, isn't it?
Oh,
Rashford,
shots fired.
best player of all time.
Oh, I can't lie. You know what? I can't lie to you though.
He just touched
but
his
when
goal.
Rashford does get the ball, there is this element of fear. Like, there's a fear now.
which
When
is
he gets the ball, there's
comparable
I look at him and
to
think he's
Van
the best player.
Persie,
Yeah.
Mohamed Salah, and
That's Lionel Messi.
who
Look
else
at the
did
ball. Look at the ball here. To no one. That's Messi there from Rory Jennings, mate. Look at that. Unbelievable.
But Marcus Rashford is the best footballer in the world at the moment. I don't really care what you think.
Above who?
above everyone.
Well, if he's
What,
the best footballer in the
Modric?
world
Is he
at
better
the
than
moment,
Modric?
do I have to start listing?
Is he
Is
better
he better than
Modric?
Modric?
He's a better football. He's in better form than Modric at the moment. Yes.
Who just controlled a game at Anfield in
Yeah,
the Champions
Modric
League for
had a
Real
good
Madrid.
game.
He won a
He's had
Champions
good-
League 9 months ago.
He's had good months.
Good months.
No, I'm talking over the past
Wait,
say, 6 to 12 weeks.
Do you really believe he's better than Haaland though? Do you really?
in the
believe
over the last 6 to 12 weeks,
Haaland
Marcus
scored more
Rashford
goals.
has been the
Haaland
best.
scored more goals in that 6 to
Marcus
12 weeks though.
Rashford's been playing better, doing more.
Doing
I find it more
Haaland's
impressive.
higher in the league, playing the Champions League.
Marcus Rashford is doing more. He's doing more
Did
in
you
a
hear
more.
that stutter, Booth?
He's doing
Yeah, I know,
more
yeah,
in a
yeah.
more difficult setting,
Oh, it's the wrong ball.
in a more difficult
Almiron's
scenario.
gotta
Marcus
do
Rashford
better.
wouldn't have done that.
He started so well this season, Almiron. All
It's
of a
gone
sudden,
off,
just
hasn't it?
gone.
I'm so glad.
Gone. I think he's their top goal
Gas
scorer, but it's
merchant.
just quiet.
Yeah, it's
Does
gone.
nothing.
I know he scored the other day. Was it Bournemouth? and everyone kind of went, "Oh, he's back."
No,
Like they got a 1-1 draw, and then I don't think he's done anything since. But yeah, it's interesting. So let's get your score predictions then, chaps. Like not what you want. What do you think happens here?
2-1 United.
Yeah, same.
Manchester United.
Do you think?
He's
do you
got
think so?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
So you think it's going to be quite tight? Really?
What I will say though, you look at Newcastle's bench. I look at Willock's on the bench now. Isak's on the bench as well. If they do need to nick a goal from somewhere, those two can get it.
Isak for sure.
Yeah, Isak definitely.
Although you'd say the same about Manchester United, would you? When you look at
Not really. What Garnacho is what you're going to say?
I think
I'd have Isak over
he's
Garnacho.
talented.
Yeah, he's talented, but mate, every time
Karius.
Karius, even his kicks scare me.
Mate, whoever's producing the Sky Sports show, they're choosing every camera angle for Karius. They're zooming in on the guy's face.
The thing is, Karius, you've got to feel sorry for him because he's on a hiding to nothing here. When you think about the sort of superstars on this pitch, when you think about like the huge clubs involved and whatever, it's all been about Karius, hasn't it? He's been like the highlighted player, which basically means it goes one of two.
Well, Callum Wilson, is he in?
Good challenge.
He's got to be better than that. He's got to win that ball.
It's not. He's just good, isn't he?
Well, Callum Wilson.
Wilson's good. Do you know we can get over the top? We can just solid. I feel like Newcastle will be too big for him in a couple of years.
Yeah,
they'll be looking at someone just a bit. Yeah,
as a finisher,
and he'll drop down.
As a, in terms of just being like a very natural finisher, I think Callum Wilson's an excellent shout.
What, as a natural finisher?
Yeah.
Really? Is he that? Yeah. Have I not been watching them then? I don't see it.
He's a really natural. Yeah, that's what he's a finisher. That's what he's good for.
I feel like when he has to think though, he's not. Like as an instinctive
I'm not
chances
sure.
shot, bang.
I think I agree with you in terms of maybe how complete a footballer is he. Like I don't know. He isn't like Harry Kane. He isn't like the all-round footballer of Harry Kane. But
or Marcus Rashford.
Or Marcus Rashford.
Marcus
Definitely not.
Rashford is everything.
Yeah.
I've got one for you, boys. Today, Dubravka obviously was on loan at Man United, but now back at Newcastle. And the reason he can't play is because he's obviously cup tied. He's at Newcastle, but he only gets a medal today if Man United win.
What?
Wow.
That's just wrong, isn't it?
That's
That
wrong.
don't even make sense.
How do you think you feel if you're that player? If you're that player in that situation, how do you think you feel?
What, like right now?
So
Like, who are you wanting to
So
win?
basically, you need the team that you're at to lose to get yourself a medal.
I think Dubravka would rather have Newcastle win for the sake of his medal.
Not get a medal.
I think he's been there a bit longer. I think the loan to United was a bit of a...
Yeah.
I think you
Move
are
anywhere I
massively underestimating how professional footballers feel about their medal collection.
I'd rather Newcastle... I think he'd be more connected to the narrative of Newcastle winning, the fans. And
But
all. He's been there a few years, hasn't he?
But he doesn't get the medal.
Yeah, but do you think he cares?
Yeah,
Do you think, like, when you played no part, do you think you really care?
Don't matter.
massively.
Yeah.
I really think you do. I really think that most players would prioritise their own medal collection
Really?
over...
Yeah.
I think I would.
What Bruno's better, do you think?
Fernandes is better.
Yeah? I think everyone, better than
It's quite
Guimaraes.
They're different positions, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think what Bruno does in terms of controlling the
Which
game,
one?
not losing the ball. I think Bruno Guimaraes.
Bruno?
I prefer Bruno Guimaraes.
Okay.
What he represents as a player,
Well.
his energy. I prefer him as a player.
Bruno Fernandes has been a really good player this season.
Oh yeah, he's been fantastic. He's at a higher level, of course he is. But I think Bruno Guimaraes has got that ability to.
Do you think he could do it at a higher level, Guimaraes? Do you think he could play in the Champions League?
I think he
Yeah,
played for Man City.
100%.
I think he played soft Man City.
Wait, you playing the World Cup for Brazil, albeit not starting,
No,
but coming on.
do you know that kind of?
That's-
do you know when we were kids and you say they play for Brazil? That's always been the like thing, hasn't it? I was just thinking we covered the Tottenham game earlier, and during that Tottenham game, I was sort of talking about Tottenham centre forwards. They've got the England number 9 and the Brazil number 9, and it's Tottenham.
Yeah.
So like sometimes I just think that maybe the level
It's dropped.
the level isn't what it was. Yeah.
No, you're right. Because look, no disrespect, Paquetá plays.
Yeah,
for them.
plays for West Ham.
And plays for West
Yeah.
Ham. Fred starts for Brazil.
Do you know Fred the other
you know
day,
what I
by
mean?
the way? Did you see against Barcelona the goal that Fred scored?
Yeah.
The touch, because that pass wasn't even for him.
He's got that in his locker.
The
you know.
touch.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Yeah.
He's got that. He's got that.
I can't believe he scored with his right foot either. He's the most left-footed man in the entire world to have ever existed.
yeah.
Only you maybe more one-footed.
that guy is Mo
You're
Salah.
more one-footed than
No,
him.
no,
Give it
Mo
a
Salah's
rest.
that
Give it a
guy.
rest.
Mo Salah,
Mo
Buvey,
Salah's that
Mo
guy.
Salah, Buvey, Fred.
Robin.
Mo Salah, Buvey, Fred,
Robin.
That is good company, Buvey.
I don't know. I'm
Buvey.
two-footed.
No, you're very.
I
you're
scored a goal
very
the other week.
well-footed.
Unbelievable.
No.
Curler
Well,
on my
you
right.
have to. When you start flagging your own goals, they're probably not that good.
Yeah.
Most of the time,
You know
other
what it is?
people.
There's no footage of it.
I scored a goal the other week.
What, you
Curler.
want me to film every goal? Do you want?
No, I just don't necessarily want you to talk about them either.
What are you doing tomorrow? Next Saturday, you're going to come down and film me, mate. Yeah, I'm sad like that. I want you to record every single goal forever.
No. What's that?
What's that in Bruno's hair?
Has he got a tattoo in his head, Bruno Guimaraes?
I think he's something. Look at Bruno Fernandes. Always chirps to
Yeah,
referees.
it's a good idea. Though.
Would you
stand
tattoo your head if you were bald?
No.
No?
I am bald and I wouldn't.
No. I think a tattoo on the head.
You know what?
Do you know what? There are some, like, I don't have any tattoos, but I think tattoos, neck and above, or wrists and below,
Yeah.
don't do that.
I saw a guy on TikTok, he had a full barnet tattoo. So it wasn't just like a line.
Andros Townsend has that.
It was like hair. It was like strands of hair tattooed down
What do you mean
his head.
Andros Townsend?
Andros Townsend's hair is a tattoo. I saw it in the paper.
Ain't it just a wig?
It's a tattoo.
Nah, it must be a
He's
wig.
had it
No, it's actually too big and...
It's a tattoo. I've read
It's
it.
a tattoo.
He's got
Someone did offer
3D
me that.
tattoo.
I
What,
got offered the
tattooed
opportunity
head?
of a free one. I'm not even joking. A free one, and then obviously give them publicity. And I was like, no.
a tattooed head.
I'd have to leave the country. People would know, wouldn't they? I'd have to go
But
and
people
start a
do
country
that
somewhere.
now. You know, people like
Carlton
girls
Cole's
do
got
it.
it. Carlton
Girls
Cole's
do it
got
with
it.
their eyebrows. Girls do their eyebrows.
Carlton
tattoo.
Cole's doing that.
Carlton Cole's got it.
Oh, has he?
He's got the tattoo.
You know.
You got any? You're covered actually, aren't you?
No, no.
Yeah, you do. I've seen one on your leg.
No, I haven't.
You have. Where are you lying?
Where
Why are you
my
embarrassed?
leg?
You've got something here. I've seen it before.
I've got a couple of private
weird
tattoos.
lie.
Wait, one second. Wait.
What a weird lie. I was like, I know I've seen you in shorts. I know that you've got a tattoo on your
Yeah, but they're not always public information. What
sorry.
goes on below this desk is private information.
well, yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm just in my pants. You never know. I'm just
You know
in my
what?
pants below
this
here.
summer, by the way, when we start streaming this summer, it's going to be hot in there, isn't it?
Wait, we need to get back to your tattoo. If it's clearly like an ex-girlfriend or something.
Yeah, is it that?
No, it's not.
What is it?
I wouldn't do that.
What have you got?
I've not been that in love with anyone. I mean, that's a serious
Have you
romantic...
got a City tattoo? Are you that in love with Aguero? Have you got like Aguero's face?
No. I was always going to get a Man City win the league tattoo because back in 2004 or 5, I was joking around with my mates like I get a tattoo and actually would have had to do it.
What, the Premier League trophy? The way Clattenburg has the
what was it?
got the Olympics
Yes,
and all that.
yeah. But no football
Clattenburg
ones.
has the Olympics.
Clattenburg, all of the big things that he's refed. So he refed the Olympics final here.
Did he?
He refed the Olympics final here. He refed the Champions League final. I think when it was Madrid's, and he's got the tattoo. He's got the Champions League final tattooed on him. He's got the Champions League final tattooed there. He's got the Olympic rings tattooed on him. I think he did a Europa League.
Yeah,
he's got
it's
that
a bit-
tattooed.
I think that's a bit cheeky. That. Like, I almost feel like if you played or competed in the Olympics, I can understand why they would do it. If you refed it, I'm not.
Yeah, he's a very interesting. Rashford.
No.
Have you got money on Rashford? What is it? What is it?
Rashford.
You're obsessed with this guy. He's a decent winger. He's on a decent season.
May I ask our ginger producer to do me a favour, please? Could you please put something in the poll regarding Marcus Rashford? Either I'm right or these two are right.
About what? Him being the best player in the world?
About how good Marcus Rashford is.
No, wait, that's not the poll thing, though.
No, because you're
What's the question?
you're both.
Yeah,
you're
is
both-
Rashford good? 100% yes, and we're going to
And
get
I'm
destroyed.
right.
Yeah.
And I'm right. Yeah, I think a poll needs to be given here.
Is that James Corden?
Is that-
Got a beaver on his head.
They don't look like him, though. They look like James Corden.
James Corden, I thought he was a West Ham fan.
Yeah, James Corden's West Ham. I don't. Who is the iconic Newcastle fan?
Wow.
Just trying to think now.
Ant and Deck, innit?
What about on YouTube? Is there anyone that comes to mind, Roy?
Can't think of anyone.
I would say Ant and Deck.
No, YouTube personalities.
I've asked you. Why don't
No.
you answer the question?
Well, because I'm answering you.
You're so
I agree
stupid,
with you. Oh, it's great, isn't it?
Is that said YouTube personality there?
I think Chelsea's the big YouTube personality is Rory for me. He's the biggest
Yeah.
in the space. I'm just trying to think. What's the Newcastle one?
I think I'm going to stick with my original answer, which is Ant and Deck.
They don't have a YouTube channel.
They do.
No, they do.
Yeah, they
What?
do.
What? Just
Will N.E. I've done it. Will N.E.
Will N.E. Fair enough. Congratulations.
There you go. So I've gone Will N.E. What's your shout?
Huh? Cam Kirkham.
Let's focus here.
Ant and Deck have a I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here YouTube channel.
Do they?
Yes.
Yeah.
100% them.
Rory, I've got your poll results.
Okay, everybody says Rashford wins.
1 second, that was quick.
Is
What is
Rashford
that
the
with
best
Anthony
player?
doing a nonsense trick?
What's it, Elliot?
Is Rashford the best player in the world right now? Yes, 32%. No, 68%.
32%.
Oh, Veghorst.
32% is more than you thought it was going to get.
No. Let's not get. 1 minute he's the most mercurial talent in the history of the sport. The next minute, 32%
I just
is
can't think
more
of a
than
footballer.
0%.
I can't think of a footballer who's better than him. And if you say
Modric.
Victor Osimhen, mate, you watched Modric.
Kvaratskhelia.
What?
Huh? Don't go on me like that now.
Sorry.
You know who?
What did
Don't go laugh. Kvaratskhelia.
Oh, for Napoli.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that says the
Say
next
his name.
Messi.
You say his name.
Yeah.
Go on.
Kvaratskhelia.
Don't you come at me like that.
I'd pronounce it perfectly, lads.
I don't know how much Napoli you watch, to be totally honest
The
with
top of the league.
you. Yeah, I know that.
exactly.
I know that.
When's the last time you
running
watched
away with
Napoli?
it. I don't watch them.
Exactly.
No, what do you mean? I don't watch.
Yeah, but look, we're not saying it's between Osimhen and Rashford, by the way. No one's saying
So
Rashford's number
Maradona
two.
was the best player in the world. He was at Napoli, so you never watched it because Napoli. Oh, you don't watch Napoli football. Exactly.
I didn't know that he was the best footballer in the world then because I was really, really young.
All gas aside.
By the way,
Modric.
Newcastle playing quite well.
They are.
They actually are.
Do you know what though? When you're Newcastle in a cup final like this, when
You
you know
have
when
to
you're
start
sort of the underdogs and the fans are really like up for it, I feel like they will always start well. Like I remember when we beat Portsmouth, their fans were mad for it, and they started really well, and ultimately we won.
Yeah. Same with Sunderland, actually. Sunderland,
Same as when you played Wigan, actually, and then obviously the big. Oh no, what happened there? You played Wigan.
Why are you bringing Wigan up when you've had your poll about Marcus Rashford? Mate, you've been all over Rashford for months, and then all these people that love you, they follow the club, thanks, by the way, for watching, they completely vote against you. As soon as there's a poll that you want, they vote against you. It's embarrassing.
You got beat by Wigan.
Ben Watson is a good midfielder, by the way. He starts for you now, Ben Watson.
Yeah, he gets in our team.
He starts for you.
Anyone gets
Buvey,
in
I've
that
got
Chelsea
the
team right now.
pronunciation for you of the Napoli midfielder. Here you go.
Here we go.
Kvaratskhelia.
No, you
What?
What?
You
Who's
didn't
that?
say that, mate. That was pathetic.
No. He's gone on the wrong website.
I've not. That's
You
it.
have. No, you've not gone on the
No,
right.
that's right. That's how I say it.
Go on to.
Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, that's what I. That's
Yeah,
what
Say
I
it with
say.
the bloke's voice.
No,
Get a
that's
bloke
what I say.
translator voice.
You say it now.
Kvaratskhelia.
Nah,
No,
you've missed
that's
out a few.
ridiculous.
You've missed out
You're-
quite a few
you're two
letters there,
syllables
dude.
down, mate.
Easily. Yeah, easily.
You having a laugh.
No, you just don't know what you're talking about. I didn't enjoy the stream earlier. I'm going to be totally honest with you. As much as I enjoy Flav's company, I really didn't enjoy the stream.
Tough watch, man.
Bad.
Really.
Addy,
hard.
obviously you were busy this morning. You were down at Wembley.
I was at Wembley. Oh, there we go.
Oh, how was the atmosphere down there?
Incredible.
Was it really?
Incredible. So Box Park, so obviously they can only let a set of fans in there and they let the Newcastle fans in there and just sensational.
Was it,
Packed.
just like Wembley Way and that? Was it more Geordie? Did it all,
Oh, 95%.
Was it really?
You were actually looking for, because we were trying to get United fans on and we just couldn't find them.
Really?
And we're thinking, is it because they don't want to show their colours, whatever, but no United fans?
It's because they're in the pubs in the areas that they usually go to. Like, they know exactly what they're
They know
doing. They're at
exactly.
Wembley
Come
every
down to
week.
Wembley, yeah. No, they were incredible.
They're in Kilburn, which is where I'm from. There's this weird love that Manchester United fans have with Kilburn.
What is that? I saw your tweet. What's that about?
Manchester United have always gone to Kilburn. I think it might be because of the historic Irish connections of Kilburn, North West London, and the easy route to Wembley. But Manchester United, forever, if they're playing in London, when they played in the Champions League final that was at Wembley, I was living in Kilburn at the time, and it was just, every single pub, they've got a real connection to the area.
That must be what it is, because I was genuinely asking a question. I thought maybe people thought I was being cheeky on TalkSport. I was like, where are they?
Yeah.
I said, okay. look,
My boy!
Rashford's through. And
He
he
did
tried
well
this-
there.
No, he didn't do well. He tried this weird
did
step
well
over.
there.
What are you talking?
Step over and nearly tore his hamstring.
Assist. Oh.
By the way, that's Karras.
Karras'
Caught that
second
twice.
save.
Yeah, second, yeah. I'm telling you now, Newcastle fans, it won't last.
Do you really think you've been burned by him though, haven't you? In
Completely
Kiev?
burned. Yeah, completely burned. I don't think I'm the only one. I think, where was he? Besiktas, they decided no more.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Union Berlin were like, nah, no thank you.
Yeah.
There's
now
other
he's
teams that
playing
have
in a
decided.
final.
But he's very good looking.
Do you think that's what it is?
He's the
though?
best looking goalkeeper in the world.
Better than Ed De Hoy. That geezer lives under a bridge somewhere, doesn't he?
Oh, mate. But he's actually going out with one of the Zone's reporters.
Harriet.
Yeah, stunning.
Really?
Yeah, she's I think the Zone's Italy reporter or something.
Right. Yeah, that is always good.
He's living a good life. I mean, imagine being fourth choice goalkeeper. You're still getting paid
I'd
and you
love
don't
it.
play.
I'd love to be.
Perfect job.
I'd love to be.
He's on
full.
40
Perfect
grand
job.
a week. Easy.
40 grand, easy, isn't it? Right? Easy.
Go on.
No, I'd love it.
Go on.
So I'm surprised. Do you two just want Manchester United to lose this because you support Liverpool and you support Man City?
That's simple.
I will
Simple as
support
that.
them
Yeah,
as well.
well, I mean, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, that's
Simple
it,
as
isn't
that.
it? And I don't want them to win any trophy.
can
I think won't they equal Liverpool's trophy record hold if they win this, I think.
Can I
Can
give
produce
you
a check
my
that?
reason?
Can produce a check? I think that's the truth.
Well, if Manchester United win, they go level in terms
Yes.
of overall trophies
yes,
won.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I give you my reasoning for wanting Newcastle to win?
You think that? they're
Sorry,
gonna
for
start-
wanting Manchester United to win.
I can't think of how you're going to word this, but go on.
So my logic is I like the fact that Newcastle haven't won a trophy for 70 years. I think it's a good thing that we have. I like those kind of records to remain. I like it. No, I like it. Don't you like being able to say you haven't won a trophy since 1955?
Not to Newcastle, because I think it's nice for them to. If it's Newcastle versus Burnley, it's a different narrative.
Yeah. My other reckoning is Newcastle were building. Newcastle are forming something. They are on the ascendancy. If they win this trophy, it changes the complexion of the club. If Manchester United win this trophy, aside from that fairly insignificant arbitrary stat that you just said, doesn't matter. Manchester United don't change because they win a League Cup. They don't become a different being because they win a League Cup. But I think Newcastle, the face of Newcastle United, changes if they win this trophy.
I think it changes regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Not if they don't win
League
it.
Cup doesn't change it.
Yeah, I think it changes regardless.
It changes.
They're still going to spend 300 million in the summer.
It does change who they are.
Oh, is Anthony injured? He's groin. He's not holding his groin, but if you can picture what he's holding, you know what I mean? He's holding something.
Near his groin.
Yeah, very near his groin, yeah.
So that's why I don't want them to win it.
Okay.
And because I just don't think it's significant to Manchester United.
If Manchester United win this, I think I think they'll win a couple more. I think they'll win the
season.
FA Cup. Yeah, I think they'll win the FA Cup and the
They
Europa
could win the
League.
Europa.
Yeah, they're favourites for Europa.
Mate, have you seen the other teams in the Europa?
They've got Real Betis next.
Yeah, I was looking at the sides. Like the fact that they've knocked Barcelona out.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like,
That's it, yeah.
That's it.
well, it's Arsenal, isn't it?
Imagine they didn't. They have to win the
it's
Europa now. They have to win
I
the
forgot
Europa.
about Arsenal.
Yeah. I mean, it's Arsenal.
hello.
And then
Arsenal United.
it's Arsenal United. But then the other teams. I was looking. I was like, maybe Seville could stop them.
They're all
like,
trash, mate. They're all trash. Do you know what I mean?
They're not great.
Well, Seville have won like
Yeah.
4 of them in like the last 6 years or something.
Yeah, they've got an amazing record.
Yeah.
It's a nothing competition. United have to win it. If they don't win
Look at
it,
this,
it's
nothing
unmitigated
competition
failure.
from a City fan like they've dominated Europe.
Yeah.
How did your last European final go?
We got there.
You bottled
We
it.
got there.
You bottled it.
We got there.
You-
Can you imagine
apparently
this?
you're 2
Imagine
games
this.
away from
We've got a City
apparently you're the
fan-
greatest
City
side of
fan
all time.
talking about European football like they
that was a
somehow
disgrace.
You know, City fans-
somehow
Yeah,
had
that's
this trophy
unacceptable.
cabinet.
Addy's new around here, and he's right.
You know, City fans
That
don't
was
care. We don't care about
disgrace.
Europe.
No,
We don't
no.
care about Europe.
That
Like
was
they've got a trophy cabinet of European
Do you know
medals.
what, Addy? I appreciate it. You're so welcome here. You're
How
such a
sneering.
member of the
How
club.
sneering.
You're so perfect for the
Thank
club.
you.
I love that. Look, you dress well.
Thank
You're
you.
very handsome.
You like
You've
the
got the old
jumper?
beard
Jumper's
sorted
good,
out, and then you make sure that Buvey plays by the rules. You cannot sneer because I switched off for a second. You see, I can tune you out, and I've been with you a few hours now, so I've just tuned you out. And I love that Addy picked you up on it because you cannot sneer at any European silverware, and you don't even think that.
What do you mean?
You don't sneer at European silverware, do you? Any silverware? Only when it suits your
One
argument.
second. Let's hear this.
I don't. Look, for me, Liverpool getting to European finals is fantastic. Fair play. I wish City had done a little bit better. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
That's nothing to do with what?
That's nothing to do with the
Fair
point of the
Wait,
question.
what question do you think I asked?
Wait, what
Didn't answer the what?
if I respect winning a European trophy?
Do you sneer at European trophies?
Anyone.
I
at
prefer
any-
the Premier League.
Can somebody help me out? Because I feel like I'm asking a question that I'm not getting an answer to.
What?
I'm doing my best for the viewers at home. You're not making people want to subscribe because
sure
they
you
want to
subscribe, by
subscribe.
the
They
way,
want to
guys.
subscribe for truth. I tell you what, if you're on the fence and you haven't yet subscribed, we're dreaming of getting to 100k today. So please help us along the way. I promise you that there will be direct answers to direct questions. À la vie.
Okay. Give me the question again.
Oh, by the way,
straight
very
now.
quickly, Bruno's just
Oh,
you know when
not good.
you know when someone just sits down like that with no player around him.
He's come
looks
back from injury
annoyed.
as well.
Do you sneer at the Europa League?
I don't want to win the Europa League.
Wow. Really? Wow. Buvey, you're so wrong. Oh, wow.
Did you care about winning the League Cup when you won it?
Yeah, because
And it's bigger than the Europa League.
fan
for you,
bases
or?
are different. City fans don't care about Europe, but we love domestic. We love the FA Cup. We love the League Cup.
You
we
don't
love
care
the
about
Premier
Europe
League.
because you have no history in Europe. If you had history in Europe, you'd care about it.
Yeah.
So you've got to
Not-
start from somewhere,
not-
Buvey. You
by the
can't.
way- by the
You've
way,
got to start from somewhere.
You know what?
Tell him, Addy.
You're obviously,
Tell him, Addy.
you're obviously very privileged to be a Liverpool fan with the history that you've got, and the same with Chelsea with what you did in Munich, etc. You know what? There's hundreds of, if not thousands, of football clubs in Europe that haven't won the Champions League.
Yeah, and they wouldn't be
so I
sneering
can't
over the Europa
buy-
League, Buvey. They wouldn't be sneering. They'd accept it. Look at the way Roma fans went mad last season when they won the Europa Conference
Because
League.
they're a huge
They went
club.
mental.
They're a huge club that
you're
deserves
not
to win
you're not a
things.
big club, Booth?
We're not a club with the pedigree of a Liverpool to win trophies
Of
in
a
Europe.
Roma?
We're not.
Of a Roma?
I think you're comparable to Roma in a European conversation.
Yeah, surely.
I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. Because I think actually Liverpool fans are desperate to be this kind of European juggernaut kind of entity. City fans honestly
Mate, Booth,
do
do
not
you know
care.
what I feel like you've done
Seriously.
here for no reason? I feel like you've tied yourself up in knots because you didn't want to just say Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. You're right, Rob. You're right. I didn't mean to sneer at you. I don't feel like that. I reckon you should have just gone, I don't feel like that. I was trying to make a point because I wanted to be sneery about Man United.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like this at all. Yeah. Why are you twisting yourself in nuts saying
I think in
we're
our
Man
current
City and we don't care about Europe, but we'd quite like to win the Champions League? We do. Just say, yeah, mate, I was trying to be sneery about Man United winning it. Because you
maybe I was, lads. Mate, I'm going to go with you guys because I think I respect both of you. You're fantastic broadcasters.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're
I
fantastic
don't know what you're
broadcasters.
about.
I know. What I'm trying to say is, in our current squad with Guardiola, taking a Europa League wouldn't be considered massively good success.
Can I
It
say,
wouldn't be.
just let me present to you.
I kind of get what he means.
What Roma
I guess
did,
to be in the
limited.
Europa League, that means they would have had to finish 5th or 6th.
Exactly.
So it would almost be a
No,
failure.
say
If
their
you look at
European
that.
campaign went a little bit wrong. They entered the Champions League and then they finished third. in the
Okay,
group,
well, hell,
right?
I like the way you've done that.
So say they finished third in the group and they ended up going into that competition. I think that Manchester City, obviously they'd be the best team in the competition, but I think they would love to win it. They would go to the final. They would have a day out at the final. They would plant their flag in
I'm
Europe.
not sneering at that. I'm not sneering at but I'm just saying that.
Wait, was that handball?
Where is the
Fred?
final of that competition this year? Do you know? Does anyone know where the final of that competition is?
Where do you
I
wanna
think
go?
it's in Hungary. You know, I
Would
think
you
it's in
go? Would you
Budapest.
go?
Oh, mate, well, look, I went
Imagine
to
the club
Amsterdam.
live
Mate, I
from
went
Budapest.
To that'd be great.
Yeah, eh?
Mate, I went to Amsterdam. We won it in 2013. Rafael Benitez, and I sort of boycotted the Benitez era as much as possible after QPR beat us at home. Sean Wright Phillips scored, funnily enough, your lover, and he loves him. And
I'm happy you clarified what you meant.
and no, Sean Wright. Do you know under Benitez, Sean Wright Phillips scored for QPR, and they beat us 1-0 at Stamford Bridge. He scored in front of the shed, and I just thought I can't do this anymore. Like I hate Benitez. I just hate what's going on. So I kind of didn't go too much. But then we got to the Europa League final in Amsterdam, and I thought I've got to go. It's Chelsea playing in Amsterdam. Torres scored. We went round the keeper and scored. They made it 1-0, and Branislav Ivanovic scored a header in the last minute to win a European competition, beating Benfica in the final in Amsterdam. I think that is part of the reason. I just can't hear sneering. Obviously, we beat Arsenal in it more recently.
I was about to say that, coming off the back of your success in Bayern Munich, where you've won the big one.
Yeah.
How did you feel about winning the smaller one?
Loved it. We won another European... Mate, we beat Arsenal as well, which is obviously amazing. Like, if you were in it, you might beat Man United in the final.
Yeah.
Like, I just love all European competition.
great ball from
Apart
Trippier,
from
by the
that
way.
thing that West Ham... not West Ham. Yeah, West Ham are in it now, aren't they?
Conference one.
That thing Leicester went quite far in. Yeah, apart from that...
What, is that the old Cup Winners' Cup?
No. The Cup Winners' Cup is the Cup Winners' Cup is the Europa League in its new form. Because we won that in
City have won that.
98. Yeah, we won it in 98.
70.
You won it 71, 70.
70.
Because we won it 71. We won it 71, beating Real Madrid in Athens.
Wait, 1 second. So what's the UEFA Cup then? What was that?
They merged.
Oh, the Cup Winners'
They
Cup
merged.
and
the Cup Winners' Cup became no more.
Yeah.
And merged. But the Cup Winners' Cup was a wonderful
Fantastic
competition.
one.
Wonderful competition. Yeah, and we won that in 98. Zola scored against Stuttgart in the Rosunda Stadium in Stockholm.
By the way, is this show where Rory just gives us all Chelsea facts throughout the day? Is this what he
No,
does?
do you know what though? I didn't even know that I knew that ground was called the Rosunda until then.
No, don't worry. No, we'll fact check it. We're not going to take that.
The Rosunda Stadium in Stockholm.
I know that's true.
It's true.
The Rosunda.
Solid.
I can tell.
Solid.
Who's down here?
Martinez and Shaw both are bleeding as well.
Oh,
Oh,
Looks like Luke Shaw left back because he's not going to bring on Maguire, is he?
I mean,
Luke Shaw moved back into...
here's another one for you, Buvey, that I'd like your opinions on. I said to Addy quite recently that... So we've done Rashford and how highly I rate him. Eric Ten Hag, the best manager, the manager of the year.
what, in the Premier League?
Yeah.
No, not for me. Not for me. They spent a load of money. He's done well to stabilise the ship. And if they win an FA Cup, like you said, they could. You're right in saying that, especially with the League Cup now today. It's a good job. It's a 7 out of 10. It's a 6 out of 10.
What?
If Marcus Silva gets Europa League football with Fulham, which is possible, De Zerbi as well, coming in halfway through the season with Brighton, when Potter and the whole team, then you're talking about Arteta to win a league. I think Arsenal have got a good chance.
You know what, yeah? De Zerbi's a good shout. I forget about Trossard. All the issue of Caicedo wanting to leave and all that nonsense he had to deal with as well. He's done a good job halfway through.
100%.
Can I just... I agree with your points,
Yeah.
but it won't be them.
But that's not the point. It's not about the kind of...
No, I'm asking
the
you...
panel of the Premier League, the kind of judge's choice.
No, I'm asking you to pick your manager of the year kind of realistically. Like, it's not Thomas Frank. As much as...
you know what?
Arteta then?
Arteta's
Arteta,
the shout.
If I had to do a
Arteta.
video right now, it's Thomas Frank every day of the week. Second season syndrome in the Premier League for a
Spud me,
side
Booth.
like
Give me
for a
that.
side like Brentford with limited capacity. Ericsson kept them up last season. Ericsson, then they lose him, and they're better without him the following season.
You say the same for Brighton, though,
unprecedented.
can't you? They Brighton
was safe
lose
last
Cucurella.
season, but they were safe last season.
No, but they lose-
Brentford nearly got sucked into it last.
They
season.
lose Cucurella, who was their player of the year, and they bring in Estepinian, who ends up being better.
But they've had 2 years. Don't forget Brentford's first ever season in top flight football.
Good shout.
For I think it's ever,
Yeah.
isn't it? So
Yeah.
they were.
And
Don't
they
forget
play
they were
good
League
football.
One 10
Yeah.
years ago.
They lose
were League One.
Cucurella in recent times. Cucurella,
Basuma,
Trossard, Dan Burn was there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Ben White.
Ben White. Oh my god.
Yeah. And let's not forget the manager.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They can
yeah.
have him
And
back.
De Zerbi's a better
Can have
manager
him
than
back,
Potter.
that
You'll be
idiot.
getting De Zerbi out of Brighton.
I want
He'll
De
replace
Zerbi.
Potter.
Oh, can you imagine? We just do it again. Brighton would hate us.
I think they'd let him go for a reason. Get a better manager.
You've got to trust their recruitment, haven't you?
Brighton's, yeah, they've got it spot on. They're almost they're like Benfica, aren't they? Where they get players like what you did. You know, we're buying Enzo Fernandez from Benfica when they bought him for like a couple of quid. And he said, here's 100 million 6 months later. Like Benfica are fantastic. Brighton are good at that.
The way you
as well.
just said that is why you're such an excellent broadcaster, mate.
Thank you, sir.
Because
All right, get
that
grip,
is,
mate.
No,
Yeah.
I've got to.
No, I am up for the SJ. One
You've been
second. I'm up
backing him
for
a
the
minute
SJ.
ago.
You know
You've been
he's up-
backing him a minute
You know
ago.
I'm
Now
up
I'm
for
going to back
You know
him.
he's
okay?
up. Do you know what he's up for?
Well,
he's
yeah,
up for SJA. He's up against like Mark Pugat and all
Mark
that.
Pugash. What is it? Pugash or Pugat? I've got to get his name correct.
Puka catch.
Yeah, it's certainly
Not that. Anything but that.
Certainly
Mark, who are you up against? Mark Pugat.
Mark Pugash, Laura Woods, Gabby Logan,
God.
Mark Chapman,
Mate, big dogs.
the big dogs.
You might be coming last, mate.
Yeah. No. You know it's going
But
to.
obviously
I feel
amazing.
bad saying this, but I feel like Ed Chamberlain, horse racing. He covers horse racing. I
ITV4.
don't know. Yeah, I don't
My
know. if
nan
he's
watches
gonna-
that when
Yeah,
she's
he's-
having a
But
rich
is it-
pizza.
So I might beat him.
Is it public? No, but they don't rank.
No, it's not
all,
public votes.
surely. They just announce the winner.
It's a judge panel of 10. And we find out next week.
Who's the
Can I
judges?
come to the
Who are the
party?
judges?
Can I come to the
You
awards? with
asked, do you want to come? Because
Yeah.
you've asked that. You got your whistle as well, now,
Yeah.
haven't you?
Can I come?
What
Do you
whistle?
want to come? He's got a suit. He's got
A whistle?
whistle and flute suit. Oh, sorry.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
He's
Hold
not
on a
see
second.
two Londoners in there.
Sorry,
Sorry,
two
sorry.
Londoners.
Yeah. I thought because he's Bethnal
He
Green
lives in
now.
the
I
East
thought-
End. The geezer lives in the East
thought he was
End,
Bethnal
and he
Green.
doesn't know
No
what a
one-
whistle is.
no
Get
one
out
says
of here.
that. No
Mate,
one
You're
says
not
that.
allowed
A
in the East
whistle.
End. You're not allowed in the.
Whistle.
You've got to move.
Yeah,
You've got to move. You have to hand your
Just for the
tenancy
record, I
notice.
don't live in the East
Hand your
End. Just for the
tenancy.
record,
Hand your
okay?
tenancy, and you're not allowed in the East
No,
End.
I've got a fixed contract. I'm not going to leave mid-term.
Leave.
Just for the sake of
You're not allowed in. You're
knowing
barred from
what
the
it is.
East End. The craze wouldn't allow you here.
By the way, we've moved on from the Ten Hag discussion just because I think we've blown you out of the water with it, mate.
You haven't blown anyone out of the
He's-
water.
He's sixth at the moment. He's sixth.
I don't agree with you. I think Ten Hag is the best manager he's not the best manager in the league. I think Guardiola is clearly the best manager in the league, but he is manager of the year for me. Ten
Over
Hag.
Arteta.
Unless Arteta wins the league. Arteta's been there for 3 years. This is Ten Hag's first season. Everything went wrong for him. And he's still doing so well. They're in 4 competitions. They're doing so well. I didn't anticipate
What about De
this.
Zerbi then? De Zerbi's first 6 months. He's had even less time than Ten Hag.
Yeah.
No, look,
De Zerbi's doing really
I'm-
well, but it's different
I feel
levels.
I don't want to stick up for Rory, but you have to look at the upheaval at that club. Like all the Ronaldo situation, Maguire, Ralph Rangnick being the manager
Club up
prior.
for sale.
Could
Yeah.
you argue it's actually an easier problem to solve that the likes of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer couldn't do, etc.? It was just an easy fix.
Oh, by the way, Newcastle win.
Oh,
St.
skills.
Maximin! Oh, jeez!
That's St. Maximin.
That is, I'm telling you, that
See, that-
guy is a problem.
You know when we spoke about this final, we said who's going to, like, where's it going to come? Who's
It's
going to
him,
be
innit?
the
He's got a
magic?
bit of-
He's got it, hasn't he?
Man, I'm telling you,
He's doing.
he saw Dalla on the team sheet and he's probably thinking,
I'm having a go.
I'm having a go because it's not Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka's a better defender. Look what he does here. What's he do here?
Oh,
He's
stop
murdered-
it.
murdered him.
Stop it.
Jeez.
The ASM.
Mate, he
should have
he
brought
sent him
that
to
down
another
on the edge as
postcode.
well.
Look at that, sent him to another
Mate, he's got
postcode.
such quick feet, and
Mate,
he's got like
scary.
beautiful feet.
Is he gone for goal?
Oh,
then?
he's
Has he
gone for
squared
goal.
that?
It's
He's gone for
actually
goal.
a very good save
It's actually
from
a good
De Gea.
save, isn't it?
De Gea, I
He's-
don't really
he's-
rate
he's
him as highly as everyone else, but reaction-wise, he's
No,
one of
he's
the
top
best.
5
isn't
in
he?
the league,
Yeah,
goalkeepers.
definitely top 5
Okay, so that's
Overall keepers.
overall.
in the league.
Name me 4 better in the league.
What, in the league?
Yes.
Well, obviously Edison.
Not this season.
No,
Not
but
this
go on, in
season.
general. Okay, go on, in general.
De Gea made a mistake in the
Okay,
Europa League only a
Edison,
week ago.
Allison, who else?
Yeah, Edison, Allison, Nick Pope's a better keeper.
Behave. Man,
Nick
don't
Pope's a
think
better
Nick
keeper than De
Pope-
Gea.
he's not,
isn't he?
he's
De Gea's been
in my
wicked for
opinion.
years.
He's not.
mate.
De Gea's done
Okay,
it.
keep naming.
Go on. That's 3. One more. Because you said obviously you should have them rolling.
Mendy on his day. Mendy on his day.
Mendy, what?
Mendy?
Mendy on his
Chelsea
day.
Mendy.
Yeah.
Are you mental?
Yeah, on his day.
Brother, you mental?
He's had a few injury problems.
Mate,
I'm
mate,
going
you
Mendy
can't-
on his day.
No, hang on.
Champions League winning keeper.
Okay, that's just wrong. That's wrong. So you're gonna have to name someone else. That's mental. Like he's possibly in the worst 5 keepers in the league.
Yeah.
Can't put him in the top 5. Mendy and Ariz Balaga are both in the worst 5 keepers.
I'm just trying to
Would
think,
you have
guys.
Pickford over him?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look, he didn't even think of him. He just said,
Pickford.
"Yeah, I can't
I'm
be."
just thinking.
Who scored? Is it
Man United are 1-0
Is it
up.
Casemiro?
Casemiro.
Header. Casemiro. Is it header?
We don't need another hero.
Mate, how good's he been?
If they're not singing, if they're not amending the words of Tina Turner, we don't
know
need another
what?
hero for Casemiro. We used
that's
to sing that.
perfect.
We
Did
used
you
to sing
just-
that
did-
Tony Cascarino.
I want to see how this went in. Well, Newcastle don't score, so now they're
Wow.
and Carrius.
Carrious.
He's flapped at it.
Did he
He's
flap it?
Yeah,
We're just saying it, aren't we?
I really want him to have flapped it. I really want him to have flapped it. Look, the Man United fans going, Potty, Casemiro's been such a...
I think
You
there's,
know he's only 30 years
a
old.
VAR check, boys, for offside.
Of course there
Let's have a
is.
look. Let's have a look.
He's off.
Ooh.
He's off.
It's not him, is it? It's not him
Wait,
that's
I
off.
can't-
Booth, you're looking at it. It's not him. Look at
That's a great
Casemiro.
ball by
Casemiro's
Luke
on.
Shaw, though.
Casemiro 100% on.
By the way,
There is an offside player, but it isn't Casemiro. It's Luke Shaw, I think.
No, I think Casemiro could be close there.
No.
I think
Yeah,
he is
it's
close though.
offside.
Casemiro is
Casemiro's
close.
on.
He's very close. Look,
Casemiro onside.
I don't think he is.
He's level with Callum Wilson's leg. Look at Callum Wilson's leg and look
Yeah,
at
but
Casemiro.
it might be a toenail off. You know what this VAR.
No, he's on. He's behind Casemiro.
And by the way,
He's behind Callum Wilson,
I think
definitely.
Carrius doesn't have a chance for that. That's right at his.
Now, I want to blame Carrius.
No, there's
Also,
nothing to blame.
are the players who are off interfering?
No, because we saw what happened in the Man City Manchester United game.
Come on, let this be offside. Come on.
No, it's not
No,
offside.
it's not.
Oh,
He's
offside.
armed.
He's onside.
armed.
He's
No, he's
offside.
not. Look at
Look,
him.
your arm. You
He's
can't
right
score with your arm. It doesn't matter.
Well, I don't know how they do
Doesn't
it now.
matter
They
about
do
arm.
elbows, don't
Arm
they?
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because the arm.
I
you
think
can't-
he's off.
You can't be offside with your arm.
This is awful, though. The idea of it's awful.
This
Isn't
is a goal. This is 100% a goal. I'm
Goal
claiming
stands,
it.
boys. Goal stands.
goal. It's a goal.
The Oracle speaks again.
That's so bad. You can't even celebrate a goal nowadays, can you? You just got to
Cup final, you have
It's
to.
awful. You got to wait. Wait.
Absolutely terrible.
They ruined,
he didn't
they
care,
ruined
Ten Hag.
football.
Ten Hag's
They
so
ruined
cool.
football, and they didn't ask anyone's opinion about it. They've taken the sport away from
The biggest
fans.
one of all time for me was your boys, Sterling, when he scored in the Champions League
Against Tottenham, innit?
against Spurs. When he celebrated, everyone's gone mad, and then it was just
That was the worst
That's
moment.
the worst moment.
I don't even remember. I remember the moment, but was he offside? I can't even remember.
He was, but
It was correct.
But yeah,
yeah. So I guess the argument falls flat on its face,
Yeah.
but just the moment, because everyone went crazy. The stadium with 10,000 people in it went mad, and then
I
it's
go
just,
as far as to say that I take human error over
Yeah, I take human
VAR
error.
slowing the
No,
game
because
down.
VAR is error as well.
Yeah,
There's an
it's
error linked to
amplified
VAR.
human error.
Yeah.
It's on a screen.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree.
By the way, look how close
All we
Newcastle
need-
were with Alan St. Maximum, and then that. That's
know.
happened like a minute later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just shows you the fine margins, doesn't it? Although they're knocking it about
Mate,
nicely.
they're
This
good.
is a
Newcastle's
good reply
He's
from
off. He's
them.
off. He's off.
No, he's on there.
He's on there
This
now.
is a good
He's got to
reply.
go first time.
Why
What's
not
he
get
doing?
that
What's he
over? What are you
doing?
doing, Almiron?
Go on, Trippier.
Clever.
That's a penalty.
Penalty, please.
Penalty.
Please, penalty.
That's
Nothing?
a penalty.
Okay.
Mate, you are so desperate. I didn't realise the pair of you. You're so desperate. You're so desperate for Newcastle to win this, aren't you?
Anything,
We're
man.
the new biggest Newcastle fans on the internet.
100%. I've always liked
was the
him.
original?
Faustino Asprilla, I've always liked him.
Just trying to think.
Who would you say is the biggest Newcastle fan on the internet, Buvey?
God, it's tough, isn't it? Is there any that comes to mind for you?
Paul Gascoigne.
Gascoigne, I'd say.
Gascoigne's up
What
there.
about you?
Yeah. Huh?
What do you mean, You heard my question.
I'm just thinking.
Why can't you
no, I'm
answer
just
it?
thinking.
It's a very simple question. I
Has
don't
Stephen Taylor got a YouTube channel?
No.
No. Good player on his day.
Mate,
Very good
was.
player.
Solid defender.
Decent centre
Do you remember when
back.
he?
Solid
Do you remember when he
7 out of 10.
handballed it off the line and acted like he got shot? It was my favourite moment. It was the
don't
best
remember
moment ever. He's at St James's
my
Park,
God.
right, and the ball's just shot, and he's the defender, and he's like saved it, like instinctively, just put his hand out, stop the ball, and then nobody's near, and he just went and like collapsed.
Started
in
rolling
agony.
around, yeah.
It started rolling around. It's like nobody's anywhere near
I
him.
wonder what he's doing now.
Stephen
I
Taylor.
wonder what play, like just
You know those
doing.
footballers that just stay at a club for so long, and then if you moved them anywhere, they weren't good enough to be a footballer, but because they're at the club,
Yeah.
and they were just doing
Yeah.
It's like Tony Hibbert.
Yeah,
He was a
Tony Hibbert's
footballer.
a great shout at that.
He was a footballer.
Yeah, Tony Hibbert is a great shout for that. There's a clip, isn't there, that goes around the internet a lot of him like putting his foot on the ball and like looking for a pass and not knowing what to do, like looking completely out of his
Mate, it's
what
crazy
is it
because
to be?
Shola Amiobi was there today.
That's a good shout.
I didn't say it. No, I wasn't saying it's part of it. I wasn't
No,
doing
but
that. I wasn't doing that.
like that.
I wasn't doing that.
He was a Newcastle cunt, but
Yeah, but he wasn't going to say that.
I wasn't gonna say that.
He's mate.
Oh, he's a,
No, I don't know him, but
I'll say it. Taylor was terrible. He's terrible.
Yeah, I was just showing you Amiobi. Yeah, he's that.
But no, he did like
no.
13 years at Newcastle, and then he had like 5 clubs straight after that, back to back. And
Yeah.
didn't do well at
No,
Nottingham.
certain
Notts County
clubs.
was one of them.
I think he had Notts County.
Certain clubs, certain players become kind of synonymous with the club, and they become embedded into the culture of the club. And they're because being a footballer a lot of the time, it's not always a meritocracy, is it? It's circumstance. You're at the right club, you get developed in the right way.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of players who, I don't know. If you look,
Who's one? Give me someone in the Premier League right now.
who isn't really
who
good
isn't
enough.
that good, but is that?
Okay, so it's
Who now?
Curtis Jones at Liverpool.
Yeah, fact.
Curtis
I'm
Jones
not
at
going to
Liverpool.
argue. I'm not going to argue that.
Curtis Jones at Liverpool. It's not that he's not a good player, not a Premier League player.
He's not good enough for
He's just
Liverpool.
not a Liverpool player.
I was watching Elise the other day for Palace. I'm thinking he's better than Curtis Jones. Like he's better than Curtis Jones.
Different position.
Yeah, I know.
No, but he's but the level.
He's an attacking. He's a kind of attacking winger.
Yeah, not even comparing them. Just like who's got who's the best footballer.
Who's just better footballer? One's at Palace, one's at Liverpool.
Yeah, Curtis Jones is a shout for that. I think there are a few. Like if you've come through the youth system at a club, I think people will. I don't think this at all. This isn't my opinion, but I think it's important that we talk about things that we don't agree with as well. Other Chelsea fans that would sat here, they would say to you now, Mason Mount.
Yeah, right. Aren't they?
I don't agree.
They're correct.
I don't agree at all.
They're correct.
He's Everton.
Yeah.
I don't agree with any of it.
Oh, is that Veghorst that set that through?
Rashford scored.
Oh my God, Karius!
Rashford has scored.
No, 1 second.
Oh, that's interesting.
No, 1
That's
second.
interesting.
Wait, Karius. I'm telling you, this is
That's the
Karius.
main man.
Look, it's Karius. They're showing him.
He's flippy flopped that.
Oh my.
Mate,
Game
it's
over,
floated
innit?
up.
38
It's floated
minutes,
up,
game
isn't it?
over.
Is it floated? It's the deflection.
I know it's
up.
taking a deflection, but I don't know if it's a big enough deflection to go past him.
Well, also the keeper's responsibility is to help him out, isn't it? Even if it is deflected and it's a bit awkward, like save it.
You know when they go to the keeper and none of them have done it. You know, like
Yeah, they haven't
sometimes
gone
they
and consoled him,
You know,
have they?
like it's all right. None of them have done
Although,
it.
do you know what, Addy? It's not his fault. It's not Karius. Like everyone knows that Karius isn't good enough. He shouldn't be in their squad. He shouldn't be.
No, sorry. We disagreed that he's on about 40 grand a week. I'm sorry. Like,
You're right, yeah.
do
But
your
he shouldn't
job.
be. Oh,
Do your
what,
job.
did you see the flick from Rashford there?
Yeah, I saw it. This is a good pass by Mr. Veghorst.
So Rashford started the move, finished the move.
Oh,
Save that.
He's gone down. Why has he
Let's have
gone
a look,
down?
let's have a look. Does it
There's no
take a
reason for him
deflection?
to fall over.
It's not even really.
Look, there's no reason for Karius to
Shut himself.
You can't say that isn't Karius' fault.
He hesitates. Look.
There's no reason for him to go down. Just stand up. Why are you on the floor, mate? Just stand up. It hits you in the face. Stand up and it hits you in the face. Look, he's gone, that idiot goalie. That's what he's
They
said.
know
I
any
lip read
chance
him.
is a goal. It's like when we had
the target, innit?
Yeah.
It's like when I'm Alex is in goal when we play.
You know,
No comment.
he was either going to have a great final or the worst final ever, and it's
Carry.
already
It's already over,
the
He's
worst
over
final
now.
ever.
He's
Yeah.
over. He needs to retire.
He needs to retire from football of this level.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But do you think he knows that? Like, you know when Nick Pope got himself sent off, do you think he went? So as a footballer, you have two options there, don't you? You go, absolutely fantastic. My dreams have come true. I have the opportunity to play. You know the way Frank Leboeuf did in the 98 final? Frank Leboeuf had the opportunity to play because of a suspension. So he's playing in the World Cup final. Frank Leboeuf was over.
Who was it?
Laurent Blanc, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Laurent Blanc. So he was over the moon. Do you know when Nick Pope did that foolish move and got sent off? Do you think Karius was like, this is my moment, thank God? Or do you think he went, what?
I think he's thinking.
Yeah.
I think inside he's thinking, I don't want this.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
100% he's thinking, no.
Please
not me.
don't make me do this.
Yeah, he's
Please don't
thinking,
make me
it's
do I'm
me or
not good enough.
Gillespie or me. And Gillespie's
How's
played for
Gillespie?
Motherwell. Played for Motherwell. He's their fifth choice goalkeeper. He's 30, but he hasn't played for 3 years.
Oh, mate, we've never heard of him.
You need
Either.
someone
That
from the
tells you.
academy. You need a hungry 18-year-old. I'd rather
You
have a
can't do
hungry
that. You
18-year-old.
can't throw a kid in, mate.
Yeah, but I'd rather have a hungry 18-year-old.
But if the kid comes in and has a day like this, you might break him. Long term.
but I remember Joe Hart starting against Spurs, his first start for Mancini. He was 21,
Wasn't in a
22.
cup final though, was
I
it?
know, but it's still White Hart Lane away from home. It was really tough. And he
Buvey,
rose to the
We're
occasion.
talking about a cup
Some-
final for
some-
Newcastle.
some
Their
young
first cup
keepers,
final for
right?
2 decades.
Some
Come
young
on.
keepers rise to the occasion. Jordan Pickford did for Sunderland when he was very, very young there
Not
in
on
the
an
relegation
occasion
battle.
like this, mate.
No,
No,
there's an
yes,
argument
no,
that
they
some
do. The
young
biggest
keepers
one
rise.
ever was Casillas Champions League final. Remember?
No.
He got, Casillas when he came on.
2000, wasn't it?
2000,
Yeah.
he came on as a 19-year-old
Yeah.
because their goalkeeper got injured. Champions League final.
Yeah, that's massive.
And then
Some
he
keepers-
didn't.
Yeah, but we're
he didn't
talking
lose
about
his
you're right,
catch length.
place,
but-
man. Like,
Yes.
I don't know. I think I'd always be very cautious throwing a goalkeeper into a game, like a young goalkeeper into a game.
Anyone better than him, though.
But you take the night, the gamble.
Look at
of them
they're showing
having
him now. Look.
He's crying.
And he's on the big screen, by the way. That's going on the big screen.
What do you think he's looking up at himself?
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
Get that camera off me. Please get that camera off me.
Imagine that.
Do you think? Do you
80,000
know what he should
people.
do? At half time, he should like obviously Eddie Howe's going to go. I need a word with you. He should go. All right, Gaffer.
Do you think
I'm
he
just
will
going to
do-
have
you
a
think
quick
Eddie Howe
wee.
will do that?
I'm just going to have a quick wee. I'll be back. And he should just get in his car and bust out.
He's climbing out the window.
Get out.
He gets
Just
stuck.
get
He
out.
gets
Just
stuck
get
hanging
out.
outside of Wembley.
First plane to the Bahamas and never come back.
Get out.
again.
Turn your phone off.
Yeah, go.
Book yourself a flight. You got loads of money.
That's another thing.
Just book.
He's now on the wrong side of Liverpool fans for that final and Newcastle fans.
Oh, the fan bases
Mate,
are both.
The first final for Newcastle in 25 years.
And he's blown it in
that.
38 minutes. Like, seriously, Carrier should just phone his missus now
And say, meet me at the airport.
Yeah,
Meet me at the airport.
I'm not even coming home. Pack my
Take my
case.
passport.
Yeah.
We're going. Where's a very obscure place? Where are
Nigeria.
you not getting caught?
Nigeria.
Not for him. He can.
No, I mean, no, so there's Nigeria.
he's a
obviously,
blonde German.
There's Nigeria. Yeah.
Yeah. Where am I not going to be recognised? Yeah.
And there's a lot of Liverpool fans in Nigeria, by the way.
Yeah. Hang on. Where am I going to be?
Oh.
Where am I going to be obscure? I don't think it's there. Where could he go?
Scandinavia.
Dubai, innit?
Someone like No, it's even
He needs,
Scandinavia.
to go, he needs to go into
the Alaska.
Norway.
Alaska.
Norway.
Alaska.
America. Just go to America. Alaska.
yeah.
Go to Alaska.
Alaska.
Book yourself a flight to Alaska, Laurie.
This is a witness protection program now.
Yeah.
We're doing Carrick's
Yeah, Pussy
witness
Bomb Pentero.
protection program. If
By the
you're
way, that's
watching
a good
this,
chance
I
for
want to
Dan,
know
though.
your
You should score that.
location for Carrick's. Where does he go? I want to see a poll with a few options. We're doing Nigeria as a joke one. Nigeria, America, Northern Europe, and one more, lads.
Australia.
Australia, lads.
Australia's quite a good shout.
Far.
It's literally
He
the
might,
other
get
side of the
he
world.
might get a game in what's it called? The A
Sydney.
League. Is it the A League?
Yeah.
He might get a game
Actually,
over
lads, I've got a fifth shout.
Go on.
Mars.
Mars.
There's no one on Mars.
There's no one.
There's no Newcastle fans on Mars.
Do you think he could do that? Just like get out of there?
Yeah,
Just,
SpaceX. You can go to Mars.
No, I don't mean him going to Mars. I mean, do you think he should? Like, does he come out for the second half, or does he say to the gaffer, "I'm just done, mate"?
I get an Uber Bolt.
You
I
know
get
the
an
worst
Uber
thing
out
for
there.
this is he was in a good position as the third choice goalkeeper, never going to play 40 grand a week or 50 grand a week, whatever. Now, because of the stick he's going to get, you wonder if Newcastle might say we might have to terminate this. The stick's going to be so
there's
much.
no point because we can't play you again.
Yeah, you never. Yeah, never.
We can't play you. If we can't play you, there's no point in you
It'd be
being our
very
third
hard.
choice.
It would be a bad look for Newcastle. I don't think there's precedent for
Do you think Eddie Howe makes
Bad.
changes at half time? Do you think Isak
What,
comes on?
to the keeper?
No,
No, but seriously.
I thought you meant like.
no, it's Gillespie though. It's Gillespie, the one that
But
you've
you'd
never
rather
heard
have
of.
Keith Gillespie in goal than this guy. Don't you?
It's bad, isn't it?
Decent players. They keep.
Who was the geezer? Who was the geezer at Bobby Gillespie? You know the what are they called? Bobby
Look at
Gillespie.
Casemiro, look at
lead
that.
singer of
Bobby Gillespie.
Mancunian band, all drugs and
You know, I
hippie.
only know hip hop. I don't know why you do this. You do this all the
Bobby
time. with
Gillespie.
music.
Someone in the chat's definitely going to write it.
Not the Happy Mondays.
No, not them. The
No,
other
no.
ones.
Happy Tuesdays.
What, the Verve?
Not the Verve. Not Bobby Gillespie. Mad drug addict. It's bloody. Jack, help me out here.
Primal Scream.
Primal Scream. Bobby
Mate, I'm not joking.
You'd rather have Bobby Gillespie on. See, it would have been a
They're
good
a great
joke.
band,
1,000
Primal Scream,
guesses.
aren't they?
Huh?
What a great band.
Look at
Primal
Casemiro's
Scream.
Well, you don't
stats,
love
by
him
the
that
way.
much. You didn't know Bobby Gillespie.
Did you see Casemiro's stats there? Won 10 of 12 major finals he's been in.
Yeah, that's serious.
Boys,
His trophy cabinet is ridiculous.
They've won the game,
We've
lads,
got
by
the
the way.
result of the Where Should Carriers Go poll. Nigeria tops it with 32%.
I told you, Nigeria.
US 31%, Australia 24%, Northern Europe 13%.
Told you, Nigeria, mate. It's
gonna be very
got
conspicuous.
you guys are thinking, obviously, Nigeria. We got the outbacks where you are not going to be seen. Like, I'm talking deep in the
But
village.
even him.
Yeah. You are, yeah. He might be seen. He might,
What are you doing here? Yeah, just
This,
lost
that.
2-0 to Man United. Now I'm in Nigeria.
yeah.
Just
Yeah. Also, this isn't going to be 2-0, is it? This is 4.
5.
This is, yeah.
could be 5.
Mate, does this mean Newcastle's wheels have come off completely?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, in
They don't
terms
get
of that
Champions
top
League.
four,
They
don't
could
get
come
it
eighth.
anymore.
They don't get Champions League now. Especially with Tottenham winning today.
Yeah, and Liverpool, they've always got the chance.
No,
they've got
crap,
the quality.
Nah,
don't they? I know you're. I know you're. shit,
But they'll finish above Newcastle.
yeah,
Who will?
I don't necessarily
Who
think
will?
you get top 4. Newcastle.
You're gonna
Liverpool will
laugh,
finish
mate.
above
We,
Newcastle.
mate,
you'll finish with Newcastle.
we have no wheels. You know, we said
You've
wheels
been
are coming
winning.
up. We have no
Your
wheels.
league, look,
Did you see
you're
us against Palace yesterday?
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
it's bad.
Awful.
Yeah.
Awful. We're done out here. It's painful to say that we're done out
For
here.
me, it's Klopp in for me. I keep Jurgen Klopp all day long.
It is getting to the stage now with Klopp.
What stage?
Where, like, I've always said that Klopp is the answer. Whatever the question, Klopp is the answer. But even me, who's been so impressed by Klopp and have backed him so highly, even now I'm wondering, just is it has
fresh
its
start.
shelf life? Yeah, is it over? Just because, not that he's not a good manager anymore, not that the players aren't good anymore, just the marriage is over.
You know, look, to be, what's he been there? 7 years?
7, which
That's
is his
long.
thing.
That's long, isn't it? It's long.
Yeah.
It's long. I mean, not everyone
No one
does
does that
Fergie
anymore.
Wenger time. Do you know what I mean?
What do you make
It's a long
about the
time.
ownership with the kind of FSG saying that they're not putting the club up for sale? Does that impact things a lot for you?
Not really. I mean, although it's not for sale, it's investment they're trying to get in, isn't it? So they clearly want someone to stake 40% of it.
Right.
And hopefully they can invest some money. But I still don't think there's going to be enough money invested to get Klopp the players we need to get out.
And the
of trouble.
question that I
And I
can't
don't think he can
believe
do
I'm
miracles
asking
anymore.
now. I can't believe I'm asking this, but is Klopp, like we've always said, give Klopp the money and everything will be fine. Is that still the case? Or is Klopp no longer the man to give the money to?
No, I think
He has
there's
spent a
enough
lot.
credit in the bank. He has. And he's made a few
And
bad
a few
signings
rickets,
as well.
man, yeah.
A few rickets, right? I mean,
Chamberlain,
Naby
flop.
Keita.
Naby Keita.
Naby Keita's the worst one. Naby Keita's the worst one.
Yeah, if Naby Keita had been the player that you thought he was going to be, the midfield wouldn't have had these.
He got given the number 8 shirt. He was supposed to be that goal scorer midfielder that runs.
Oh, he's had injuries and he's been
He's awful.
a bit brittle.
Can't play more than 5 games
Yeah.
back to back.
Yeah. I've always thought that whatever the theory around Liverpool, however we fix Liverpool, I've always thought that Klopp is the answer, and then you work out things around that.
It is, man.
You find out FSG.
No, it still
you
is.
find
It
out.
still is.
Is
I
it?
think, yeah,
Is
I
it?
think
I wonder
what
if that's-
you don't want to do is get rid of Klopp. Now, sometimes, okay, it's almost a bit like what Chelsea have done. You get rid of Thomas Tuchel, then you get in that.
No, but you know when you
Oh, that
say
was-
get
this is
rid,
what Anthony
lovely
just
touch
did
from
there, by the
Anthony.
way.
Disgusting.
But you know when you say get rid, that sounds incredibly harsh. That sounds like we get rid of Potter.
Oh,
Vouty boy.
No. Give Carrius.
They're
Give
shooting
Carrius
from all
his-
angles.
Give
Oh, look,
Carrius his
he's
ropes.
trying it now. He's trying it.
Passion.
That's a great save from Carrius.
He reminds me
I
of
don't know.
WWF man. A bit Shawn
Let's
Michaels.
have a look at this. Is it? It's a great
it's
save,
straight at him,
Carrius.
isn't it?
Oh, hit.
Straight at him.
Oh, look
Catch
at
that.
Yeah, it's a cinema. It's a
Oh,
Hollywood
that.
save, isn't it?
It's a bit
Hollywood.
Kepper, innit?
Yeah, I mean he's done that for Hollywood value.
For his
Cinematic.
YouTube highlight reel.
Yeah. Also,
Go on, Vouty Vegas.
I will say he's got a mullet as well. This needs to be stopped.
I think Liverpool they had issues when Thiago Alcantara came in. Now, I know it's an incredible sign in terms of the money, but it was a big statement that Liverpool were moving from this kind of workman-like side to a bit of a Hollywood side. You know, passing the ball around.
No, we still had the workman-like players of Fabinho and
did.
Henderson,
But what
so
I
they
mean
were
is,
still there.
But you're talking about Bellingham next summer. Well, a lot of Liverpool fans are. For
I am.
me, I'd rather
Myself.
have a nucleus of 4 or 5 exciting, young, hungry European players coming to Liverpool. That's for me. Do you know what I mean?
No,
but
completely
Liverpool
agree.
fans, rightly
completely
or wrongly,
agree,
are
completely
looking
agree.
at that 150 mil.
Give me 4 £50 million players.
Yeah.
They're there.
Is it not both?
We know they're there
Is it not
because
both,
Brighton
They
find
can't
them
do
every
both.
single week.
Exactly.
Brighton find them every week. So do Benfica.
But one of
so
them
they're
might be
there.
Caicedo. I think Caicedo,
Well, Caicedo could be a
100%,
good
70
one.
million quid. I think they'll take that in the summer if he doesn't have a good
Was he
6 months now.
22, 23?
Yeah.
Youngster.
Exactly.
Yeah. Players like that.
Oh, well played. See,
If Nunez kicks
Even
on,
Tielemans
Nunez,
on a free, you know.
Tielemans
on a free. His contract's
he's
up at
better
the end
than
of the
any,
season.
he's better than
anything
anything
we
you've got at the moment.
yeah.
To play.
Get him.
Yeah. Like I just don't know now, and I can't believe it's even a question. I just
Can
don't
someone
know
just
for a
smack
fact.
this guy? with his
Killing
little
him. He's
stick?
killing him.
He's done really well, Anthony. Oh my God.
Too much.
No,
They're tackling each other.
Joe Linton's like
Joe
enough of
Linton
that.
did it.
Yeah.
Joe Linton did it.
Oh, Joe,
He's
what's he
had
doing?
enough.
What is
He's
Joe Linton-
annoyed Joe
he's
Linton.
he's got to be careful here.
Because they're showboating, and there's nothing wrong with it. I like it. Oh, look,
That's Casemiro that he
is
went
so-
to.
Yeah, but Casemiro's enjoying that. Look, he'll stay down. He doesn't care. It's so impressive.
Joe Linton's actually had a word with Dan Burn. Like, can you?
Yeah, look, he's
effing
telling
get in
him
here,
now.
please?
Hit
Can you?
him.
Can you
Yeah.
do something? Yeah, they're mugging us.
Yeah, hit him. But yeah, so overall, the conclusion on this table, at least, that Jurgen Klopp is still the answer. There is no debate about Klopp being the manager. Yeah.
100%.
It can't drop off as bad as it has without. Like, this guy was close to quadruple 7 months ago. I know people laugh and say we didn't get it, and I get it. We didn't get it.
You didn't get it.
We did. Thank you. But we still got 2 trophies. We still got 2
But
trophies. last
you know
season.
when I say
Decent trophy. Decent.
I think that we need to have a look and like if I say sack him,
You're
it
right,
sounds a
you're
lot more harsh than like Arsenal and Wenger. It wasn't a sacking; it was a parting, which is different. It was. I wonder. Like Chelsea need to sack Potter. He doesn't deserve the respect of anything other than a sacking, a brutal sacking. Get out of the club.
See,
But I don't think that's what.
See, Wenger. The decline was like 5 years in the making, wasn't it? It was like it was slow decline, and
Half
slowly
time,
the
by the way.
banner started to get up. Klopp is just quickly. I feel like there isn't that nice part of the ways yet. It's not been that bad for that long. I mean, it's hurting to see where Liverpool are, but it's not been that bad for that long. So I can't sort of compare it to the Wenger situation. Why is Karius getting? Oh, Karius, you're patting Casemiro on the bum.
That was outrageous. That is
Roy
so
Keane would be losing.
I'm
the
losing
plot.
it. I'm losing it, and I'm glad they're losing.
What's he doing?
It's not like it's a fellow German and you know each other. Here's my German friend.
A Brazilian.
You can't do that.
A Brazilian who won a final against you.
Shocking.
Real Madrid.
Mate, is there a
Shocking.
friendship there? Is there a link that I don't know about? Why?
The link is that Casemiro beat Liverpool in the final when Karius was playing.
Yeah, that's the link. That's the link. Probably swap shirts.
Mate, what?
He is that type.
Why,
He is that type. It's
football has become so
soft, isn't it?
like you know when people talk about the era where like the Chelsea players in the England team wouldn't talk to the Manchester United players. People talk about that era as if it's wrong.
Yeah.
I've got no issue with that.
Yeah.
Like Karius there, his team are 2-0 down.
I hate that.
And he's like, oh, do you know what he's done? I guarantee you, I know what's happened. He's given him the pat, and as they've gone into the tunnel, he's gone, can I have your shirt for my boy?
No, he's not done that.
He has.
He hasn't. Done
I bet you he has.
Yeah.
You know what it is though. You know what's happened, and I've had this situation when I know I'm going to go home and I'm in trouble. It's late. The mum's going to bring out the belt, so I just stay out for longer. So basically, he knows if he goes into that Newcastle dressing room right now, he's getting it. So
No, I told you what he's doing.
He wants to stay around with the United players for a bit longer because you know that way, right to the Newcastle dressing room.
I
is a big
guarantee
problem.
that he's asked for Casemiro's shirt. I'm convinced.
How do you want
I think it's both. It's both. He's just lingering around.
He's lingering around. It's the fear.
What can I get? What can I get out of this final? Man United
Casemiro's shirt.
Yeah.
It will look great in my
Yeah.
beautiful home. It's appalling. It really is appalling.
Shocking. It's a
By the
shocking
way, there
energy.
is no United shirt that you really want with.
Casemiro.
No, come
Yeah,
on. Would you?
No,
it's not a big
Casemiro.
one. No,
No.
it's not. It's not that shirt. It's not.
No,
I know what you
but-
mean, but it's not.
No. Casemiro in the
If you
game.
had to take one,
In the game.
Yeah, if you had to take
No,
one,
he's just scored the winning goal.
See, like
Whoa.
City have De
No.
Bruyne shirt.
No, Casemiro
I want
Addy.
silver shirt. Nah.
I can't allow this.
Okay.
Addy, Casemiro is so that level of shirt.
Yeah.
Can I be honest with you though?
one
Yeah.
of the best of all time.
No, I agree. No. Now we're saying
Casemiro is so that.
See last season when Real Madrid were dominating, no one was saying Casemiro.
I was.
No one.
I was.
Buvey, you're a hipster. You definitely knew your stuff, Buvey. Not many. Everyone was like Modric and
No,
Cruz and Benzema. No one was saying Casemiro.
I think you can be the
No one
unsung
was
hero
saying
of
it.
Real Madrid, but
You
still
can.
be
What, a bit like
incredibly.
Makalele?
Yeah, but Makalele got a lot of credit when he retired.
And
And people look back on his.
I think now
retroactively.
Casemiro's getting all the credit now. But I'm telling you now, when Liverpool lined up against Real Madrid, not one thing of me thought Casemiro in that midfield.
No,
Really?
but that's because
I was thinking Modric,
Because he's
Benzema.
not
I was
gonna
thinking
win.
that.
No, but that's because you're a Liverpool fan. You're playing them, and you're worried about who's going to win the game for them, and he's not the match winner.
Yeah.
But in terms of like the prestige of footballers, Casemiro is like if you can get a shirt, I think Casemiro is up there with the very best.
You know, okay,
Like, how does it go in not necessarily in history, but in like modern current players, right? Messi is the number one shirt. If you're playing and you happen to be
Careful of what you're about to say.
No,
I
I
think you've gone a bit. I'm talking
Yeah,
about just
no,
yeah,
of
you-
Man United
one
players.
second, yeah, one
I'm not. I
second.
haven't
Where
gone
are you
anywhere.
going?
I haven't done anything. I'm
Go
just.
on.
So I think Messi is the number one shirt, and probably in a tier on his own.
No, it's not. Ronaldo's in that same tier.
Do you
No,
think?
he's not on the same.
Ronaldo's
Team.
in that same
Okay.
tier.
What you want is yellow Umbro kit from
No.
Saudi Arabia?
No,
Whatever it is.
not anymore.
What is Admiral?
Ronaldo, don't do
He's
that.
got a
Don't-
yellow
don't do
Admiral
that.
I
kit.
think
Don't do
Messi
that.
is in a
No,
slightly.
he's not. Don't do
It
that.
might be
They're
one A and one
exactly
B.
the same
No,
tiers.
it's not.
They are.
No,
No, they are.
this is-
They are.
gas.
I think Messi.
You don't score 900. He's in that tier.
just to maybe
900
this
career
will
goals.
maybe this
Messi's
will
not far behind.
But wait, this might placate you because I say that Messi is in a tier on his own, but then I would
1A,
also
1B.
say that
1A,
Ronaldo.
1B.
But then I would also say Ronaldo's in a tier on his
No,
own.
no, no. 1A, 1B.
Ronaldo, the rest.
And then the tier. Then
Sorry,
the
one
tiers
second.
of
Are we
football.
talking of all time? What are you doing?
No, the players playing at the moment.
legacy.
Players playing at the moment. I'm not saying.
Equals shirt.
No, you're no. If we're talking that, then we need to. We need
No,
to
we're
stop.
not saying Pele's shirt and Maradona's
I
shirt.
think you're talking about
Cruyff's shirt.
Zidane and R9. Right?
now.
Of current players.
current
though.
players.
Now.
Yeah.
So now, in terms of players that you could get now, Messi would be like all footballers would want Messi shirt more than anyone else's. Then I think the next tier down is Ronaldo. And then then I think it's your Modric, your Benzema, and I think Casemiro is probably one below that.
No, he's not. He's nowhere near it.
He's one below that. He's
No, he's not.
He's
He's
the
not.
fourth tier.
He's not though, is it? Really?
Of
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not. The fourth tier really is your Lewandowski's and your Suarez's. He's not in that. Let's stop what we're doing. It's Benzema, your Lewandowski's, your
I don't
Suarez's.
think, Lewandowski is higher than.
Of course he is.
Of
course he is.
I don't think Lewandowski is higher than Casemiro.
he is Rory Jennings.
I don't think.
Come on, he is big time, 100%. He is. He should have won the Ballon d'Or a couple of years ago, but because of COVID, he didn't get it.
So if you're swapping shirt, you'd rather get Lewandowski's Bayern Munich Champions League winning shirt or Real Madrid from Casemiro?
No, I see what you're doing there. You added the titles to it.
No, but that is the point of legacy. That's the point of legacy.
I'll take Lewandowski's shirt. Lewandowski's shirt.
I think being a Real Madrid,
even tell me the
being an icon of Real Madrid is bigger.
What happened in the Champions League final that Lewandowski won, by the way, the 1, whereas Casemiro's won 5?
No,
What
that's
happened?
unfair.
It was in an empty stadium during the COVID years.
Yeah.
I think
Casemiro's legacy is better in football.
But do you know what as well? I think Real Madrid is more iconic than Bayern Munich.
Real Madrid,
a Real Madrid shirt is more iconic than...
Casemiro's got a better legacy in football than Lewandowski.
Yeah.
No. He's got more trophies, but he hasn't got a better legacy.
Real Madrid.
No, but there's some players. That's almost like saying Darren Fletcher's got a better legacy than Steven Gerrard. That's what we're doing.
Like that.
That's what we're doing right now. That's what we're doing. We're not you can't do that. John O'Shea, Phil Neville. We're not doing that.
You're the one who's saying John O'Shea's comparable. Darren Fletcher was never world class.
Well, no, he's got like 8 Premier League titles.
Casemiro.
Lewandowski's in a bigger
position.
Lewandowski
Top 5 all
is such either. Lewandowski's arguably the best number 9 of this era.
No, he isn't.
He's not better than Suarez.
He's not better. He's not better. He's not
not
better
as
than
good as Harry Kane.
Arguably.
No, look,
He's not as good as
do you know
Benzema.
the other thing as well? I'm sorry,
No,
but
Benzema's, for me, Benzema's number 1. But then it's Lewandowski.
Doing it for
Lewandowski's
Bayern,
better
doing
than
it for Bayern is more uninspiring than doing it for Real Madrid.
Done it for Dortmund.
Plus, he did it 5
Even
times.
more uninspiring.
Dortmund, where he's
Even more
competing against
What did
uninspiring.
he do for Dortmund?
Where he's competing against
What did he
Bayern.
win for Dortmund?
He won
In terms of
the league.
we're talking about legacy.
Won the league. Won the league with Jurgen Klopp, I think.
Okay, can you give me a memorable goal that you
I don't watch the Bundesliga. I don't watch the
I'm talking about
Bundesliga.
5 memorable moments.
Mate,
Champions League finals.
I honestly believe that
He never
Casemiro's shirt
had
is
the
iconic.
memorable moment in the Champions League finals. He was a good, solid player for Real Madrid, but when
No,
you
but
think
he's not that player.
it's Ramos,
He's not meant
it's
to be that
Gareth
player.
Bale, it's all of those.
You know,
isn't it?
Casemiro is arguably the best player against Liverpool, who won arguably one of the greatest sides to ever come out of England last season because of what you achieved.
Yeah.
Getting to every game possible. Mate, he dominated your midfield. Dominated your midfield.
I think there is something. There is
It's unbelievable.
Listen,
No, sorry. They won that final because of their goalkeeper. So as much as they dominated, their goalkeeper made like 4
and
worldies.
Courtois
They broke up.
He made worldies.
He broke up your
Game
play.
of his
He
life,
broke up your
Courtois.
play. Gave it to Modric, and Modric
Hang
fed
on,
into
okay, let's
Benzema.
keep going with this game, right? I want to sort this game right out. So Lionel Messi is and let's look at it from a footballer's perspective, right? If Marcus Rashford could get somebody's shirt, I reckon he goes Messi. I think most footballers go Messi. Second, I think they go Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Now we're on the next tier where it gets a little bit, and now I think we're looking at the Benzemas, the Modric's. Anyone else you want to put
Neymar,
in this?
Suarez, Lewandowski.
Yeah. This is all one tier.
Suarez.
Now the tier below is where I said Casemiro, which is fourth tier of the elite. So it's not
De
like
Bruyne.
De Bruyne maybe.
Ooh, okay.
David Silva. still
Okay,
playing?
so
No,
who's
no, it's not.
is De Bruyne in the same tier as Casemiro?
I think Casemiro's more iconic than De Bruyne.
got more legacy. Yeah, he does have more legacy.
He's done it for Real Madrid as well.
European
which
Cup.
always doing it for Real Madrid, it will always amplify you.
Definitely.
Like being a good player for Real Madrid is bigger than being a good player for Chelsea or being a good player for Man City or whatever. It's just bigger.
Yeah.
And what's
No, I'll give him fourth tier. If you're going to
Fourth.
put, I'll give him fourth tier. If you're going to put Lewandowski, Neymar, Suarez in that third tier,
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, you know this is, come on, people would want those shirts more.
yeah.
And I'll put Casemiro in that next tier we're going to do. Okay, Casemiro or Kante in that tier. Kante in that tier with Casemiro.
See, Kante's
Champions League winner,
No,
league winner,
I think
league
Kante-
winner. I'm asking,
like Kante's French contribution is so
World Cup.
significant.
World Cup
here.
winner.
World Cup.
Yeah. But I think Casemiro is more iconic than
I don't
Kante.
think
No,
he is.
Kante's more
I think
iconic.
Kante's more iconic. I think he's iconic. It's everything about him, isn't it? It's just not even just.
But do you not think winning the league at Leicester and winning the league at Chelsea,
That's
the
what- that's
Champions
what I'm
League at Chelsea, is less iconic
Nothing's
than
going
doing
to
it
be
all
bigger.
at Man.
Nothing's going to be bigger than winning that league at Leicester.
Yeah.
That like for him
but
to
not
be.
in the
Then a year
global-
later, it's France. World
Didn't he
Cup.
win the?
Not in
Didn't
the
he win the Player
global-
of the Season as well?
No, but not in the eyes of the world. Winning the league at Leicester
Mate, he won
is
the World Cup
it's
with
my
France.
opinion.
World Cup with France trumps it all, doesn't it?
World Cup.
If Casemiro was Polish, not Brazilian, there'd be the legacy of being a Brazilian legend as well as a big shout as well.
Yeah, but that counts as well. We've got to play the cards we've
Yeah,
dealt
exactly.
here. He did it for Real Madrid, and he's Brazilian. So let's kind of just.
But
play
I think Kante in those wins. I mean, I know Vardy and Mahrez, so you can't. But I think he was integral.
He was.
No,
number one.
to the
doubt.
point where you're like, wow, Kante's not. Yeah.
So do you
number one.
think that if let's think of a good who's a player like us who's just like a really normal footballer. Just think of like the most normal geezer.
Andy Robertson.
No, he's too good. He plays for Liverpool. I'm talking baseline player. Billing, Michael Billing, right? Michael Billing
Harsh.
has.
Harsh, that's out of order.
He's very athletic, very
Yeah.
powerful
I mean,
midfielder.
yeah,
Okay, give me someone.
You're gonna-
It's not personal.
You're going to clip this up now.
Steve Cook, Nottingham Forest.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
harsh, mate. That's harsh. Very athletic player.
Give me another club he's
Right,
played for.
Steve Cook.
He has no idea who
Give me,
Steve Cook
yeah,
is.
give me another club he's played for.
Steve Cook.
Give me another club he's played for.
Steve, go away from me. Why would you do this? We're meant to be in a team here.
Go on then.
We're meant to be on the same team.
Go on then.
Steve
No,
Cook,
I wanna,
right?
give me a side, please.
Steve Cook, whoever this geezer is, right? If he has the opportunity, say he had the opportunity to get N'Golo Kante's shirt, or Casemiro's.
The way you said it, you're right. Yeah, fine, you win.
No,
Who
Kante.
does-
No. Rory
Kante.
wins. You get Casemiro's.
No, Kante.
The way you've framed it, I'm like, I'm
No,
walking
Kante.
off, I'm like, because Kante's not the figure. He's a better player for me.
No.
But Casemiro's got the.
That's so interesting. So
Prestige.
I honestly
Yeah, I
don't
think he
believe
does.
Casemiro's had this prestige up until the last sort of 18
I think
months.
he's had it, but we, as Premier League fans, maybe didn't realise.
I think maybe because he's been surrounded in that midfield by Toni Kroos and Modric, and everyone's almost forgot about him a little bit.
But Kroos,
Maybe.
Casemiro, Modric is arguably the. Well, I mean, I think it's definitely the second best midfield to have ever existed.
It's top 5, yeah. It's top 5.
So I think if we go Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets as the best midfield ever, you then go Kroos, Casemiro, Modric as the second best midfield.
Are we talking because of success?
No, just
Quality.
is it in terms of it's success? Is it? I think of all of the things that you've
I'd have to have Pirlo, Gattuso, Kaka.
yeah.
Yeah, that
I mean,
AC
that's-
Milan, midfield, and Seedorf was there as well. That
Seedorf.
four, yeah, that
The
four.
diamond.
It was that. Yeah, that there.
Do you know what I thought
has
you were going to say then?
everything.
Do you know where I thought he was going to go with that?
What?
I felt sure he was going to go Gerard Mascherano Sissoko. I felt sure that's what I was
I
about
was
to
going to
hear.
say something because we beat him. I was going
Yeah,
to say what
I felt sure he was going to go
Sissoko,
Gerard
not
Mascherano.
Sissoko.
Yeah, Sissoko's a good player.
Sissoko, Momo.
Momo Sissoko.
He wasn't in the Mascherano side, was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2007.
Alonso, that's the song. Don't you
He
remember
was,
Liverpool
off
fans
the
used to
bench. He
sing?
wasn't a starter. So it was Alonso, Mascherano, Sissoko, Gerrard.
They
Remember,
used to
Gerrard was
sing.
off Torres.
Liverpool fans had that song. They used to give it, we're the best midfield in the world. We got Xavi Alonso, Mohamed Sissoko, Gerard and Mascherano. And they used to go on and on with it.
Sissoko. It's really good.
Yeah.
Can't help you, Booth, but that's what happened.
We
I
don't know
knew
who Steve Cook is. Oh, you're going to go. Fine.
I do like the debate about the shirts though. I think it's fantastic.
It's a very good debate, mate.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
think
still not having the Casemiro in the Lewandowski bracket though. I think that's a bit.
He's had a better career than Lewandowski. If you win 5 Champions Leagues,
Yeah, I
you've had a
know,
better
but
career.
that's just not how
what I
it
mean.
is though, is it?
It's hard. It's harsh for Lewandowski because of he's gone to Barcelona. It's finally his big move. He's wanted to leave Germany
Yeah.
for 2-3 years.
Yeah.
They're playing on Thursday night.
They're awful.
They're playing
Yeah,
on
they're awful.
Thursday
He
night.
didn't look great either, did he?
He's getting old.
His legs
He's
have
still
gone- his
scoring.
legs
He's
have gone a
the
little bit.
highest scorer in Spain, isn't he? So he's doing all right.
Is he?
I think he's the highest scorer in Spain. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're likely
And
to win the
Balogun
league
is in
as well.
France. Balogun from Arsenal, which is incredible. Ahead of Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe.
Yeah,
Absolutely incredible.
yeah. I'm not a fan of that threesome up front.
No, I'm not. I
No,
think
it's
you
fine.
either have that and you have the kind of prestige that comes with it, the YouTube highlights that come with it, or you try and win the Champions League.
Yeah, and right now they've got YouTube highlights,
Yeah.
and it's fantastic. Every time I see a clip of Mbappe, and I'm like, oh wow, and they lost 3-1.
Exactly.
It's just-
It's like if we were a serious show, we'd have, be me, you, because we're obviously fantastic broadcasters.
Clearly.
You get rid of Rory and bring in a real proper
Like
broadcaster.
professional.
Who knows who Steve
Who
Cook is.
knows-
He obviously used to play for Bournemouth, centre half.
Yeah.
Decent on the ball, bit old now, rotation player at Forest. But that kind of happens. And then, you try and win the best broadcaster of the year at the whatever award
The
show we're
SGAs.
talking about.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
SGAs.
exactly. But instead we've got Rory on because he brings the
Eyeballs.
highlight reels
Yeah.
and the comments.
The hype.
100%.
He's very good at that.
Have to do a shout out. If
on.
you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're nearly at 100k.
What are you guys on right now?
96.1?
Five.
96.5.
Wow, 96.5. Look,
Well, that's
here's
it then.
to you.
Ade's here.
Round of applause.
Ade's here. 3,500 more thousand.
Round of applause to you,
3,500 for the SJ nominated Ade Oladipo. I
That's
think we're
another
going to get
500 in it. That's unbelievable. There's a lot of United fans then because
Sorry, 500 in just this.
since the last stream.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
That's incredible. It's a big game. It's a big game.
It
Big
might
game,
be down
big
to the
guess.
legacy chat with you, mate.
I'm
that
telling you, I
legacy
think
chat,
people like
Lewandowski.
that kind of stuff, don't they? They like that. Like the
100%.
Ronaldo, Messi debate and then the rest of them.
Yep.
I think you went
100%.
really big with Casemiro. Disappointing, but it is what it is.
Really?
Yeah, I think you've gone really big. But
I'm not
honestly,
sure. I'm not sure.
I don't know how many fans, and I know you've got hardcore football fans that watch this wonderful channel, but I don't know how many hardcore football fans were talking about Casemiro a year and a half ago.
No,
I don't know. Honestly, I don't
No
know.
way.
I don't
He's
know.
been incredible for
Because
years.
everyone used to talk about who's the best defensive midfielders in the world, and it was always Rodri, Fabinho, Kante. I'd never heard.
Really?
Yeah. It was always those three.
Casemiro's always been top 3 for the last 5
Is he
years.
better than Rodri?
Not on the ball.
Is he better than Rodri?
Overall package, I might have to say he is. Actually.
Wow, you take the Manchester United midfielder over yours.
Hard. No, I wouldn't, because in the City system, Rodri's the best in the world. He's the Busquets type. But if you need someone,
fantastic, isn't
if you need DM to be a leader, to be, I don't think it's United side are very special. I really don't.
Rodri's got a bit of that leadership with him, though, a bit of spike.
He's fantastic, and he's been incredible. But I don't know, there's something different with.
I by the way think Rodri.
Yeah,
I think Rodri's sensational. Like every time people make this debate an argument, I always say, "So it's okay." Rory's found his initiative way of going through it. It's fantastic.
He doesn't have to do that. He just likes doing that. You know what I mean?
Oh, Wan-Bissaka's coming on. That's
game
interesting.
over. That's game over.
Yeah, that's literally saying we're going to shut up shop because we don't even. Oh, okay. Isak's coming on for United. Have you seen that clip of him, by the way?
Yeah.
That does everything that Henri does. Have you seen it on YouTube? It's incredible.
In terms of what?
Like, basically, someone just puts together a clip of him doing exactly what Henri does, like the goals he scored, and he honestly looks like he's Henri.
Yeah,
he's that good.
Yeah, he's a very, very talented player. Do you think he's fallen off a little bit?
Yeah, he's not that guy, is he? I mean, they bought him for big money, so the pressure's on. I hate that. The Club Wembley seats. Look at that.
Yeah, they're all
eating their prawn sandwiches.
Yeah, it's horrible to look at there, but when you're in it, it's wicked.
It's wonderful, isn't it? It's fantastic. I was offered 2 tickets to go there.
Really?
And I said no. I'm coming to this.
Oh, that's.
I'm not even playing. I was there, and TalkSport were like, "Ade, we've got you 2 tickets. Do you want to go to that?" And I was like, "No."
You wanted to come on the club?
Yeah.
Because once you are a member, an official member of the club, you know that you are then you know that you are then a life member. So
Forever.
Yeah, once you're in,
do we get like a blue Peter badge?
Once you're in, you will forever be an honorary member of the club.
I do like it. I can't lie. I was a bit jealous last week when you had, was it Flav on? What's his name?
Flav was on earlier this morning.
I was jealous.
Of Flav?
Yeah, I just like, where's my turn? I've been asking you, like, where's my turn? Like,
no. You were.
Nah, it's all right. If you don't want to use me, you don't want to use me.
No, mate. We've been asking you a lot.
Twice.
we've been asking you. Yeah, we've been asking you a lot. So no, we are delighted to have you here. So the second half is underway. 2-0. Who did you say was on? Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, and
they're worried about
St. Maximin. Yeah, Longstaff has come on from Isak, so they've gone. Newcastle never go 2 up front, by the way. Never go Callum Wilson. So look how attacking they've gone. Callum Wilson, Isak, and St. Maximin.
They have
and Almiron. Might as well go for it, innit?
They have to go for it. But do you know what's going to happen? They're going to get picked off. It's going to be 2-0 until the 75th minute. And then Newcastle are really going to go for it, and Manchester United have scored 2.
Can I ask you about Eddie Howe? I think good manager.
Good manager. Not the manager that people thought he was.
How quick do you think? Look, we don't know what the new owners are like, do we? Because clearly so far it's been perfect for them. Oh, Wan-Bissaka's gone through. Casemiro, who everyone thinks is the best player in the world now for some reason. How quick do you think it could go bad for him if they don't get top 4 and don't win this trophy? Is that pressure or is that no? Because no one expected it.
I think you are onto something.
Am I on? Yeah.
I think you're onto something. I think that he's probably built up a fair bit of credit. I think there is room for him to manoeuvre. So when there is a difficult period, when things aren't going well, as they're not at the moment, I think that he has a little bit of wiggle room.
Even though they've given him quite a bit of money. They've given him a bit of money,
They've given him money, but he has a little bit of wiggle room because I think that they're ahead of where they intended to be this year. So they're ahead of schedule.
That's the problem, though. I said it about Arsenal, but you said, look, Ade, expectations change.
Yeah.
Like, it changes, right?
Well, if they don't make the Champions League now, and I don't think they will.
They're not making it now.
If they don't make it, that's actually bad news, isn't it? That's actually a bad season.
Yeah.
Because you would have expected them to make it. They should have made it. The position that they were in, it was looking like they were going to make it. And then they've had some terrible results recently.
Mate, the Wolves
they drew at Bournemouth and they were lucky.
Should have lost.
They were lucky.
Look at Isak. Look at Isak, by the way. Quality player.
There
Look
was
at
somebody else they played. I watched them and they were, it's bloody West Ham United.
Oh, West Ham. No.
Liverpool beat them, didn't they?
Yeah, but mate, they were better than us with 10 men.
Liverpool beat them. West Ham. We've just had a quote, a comment from Suge Knight. Suge Knight is watching Addy.
What, from jail in Vegas?
He's in jail in Vegas watching this channel. Thank you very much.
Clearly that VPN works.
Been watching, there we go. Been watching Addy for ages. I'm a huge boxing fan. Please bring him back. I love him speaking about football and boxing. Absolute legend. I completely agree, Suge Knight. Thank you for joining. And by the way, you can subscribe to Addy's YouTube channel. Addy, what is it?
Ade Oladipo.
Is it just that?
Okay, I've made it so simple now.
Ade Oladipo. Make sure you subscribe.
He's
The link is in the
subscribed.
description below, actually, if you want to subscribe to Addy's channel.
There you go. Thank you.
But yeah, I think that you're onto something with Eddie Howe. What are you...
Going on? What's that? Vouty Veghorst. Was that Dan Burn?
No, it's not Burn.
It might be, because you know why? Because Wout Weghorst is massive. And Dan Burn's the only one that could size him up.
No, I don't think it was Burn.
No?
I don't think so.
Well, that's Sven Botman then.
It might have been Botman.
No.
Does do you think that they could? That's a brilliant challenge.
Wan-Bissaka's, mate, he's that guy. Wan-Bissaka's that guy,
they
dude.
pick the right pass here, they'll score, and they do not.
Mate, he's just not
Although
good
he's
enough,
been
is
fouled
he?
there.
By the way,
hasn't he?
Weghorst is not good.
Weghorst's been fouled there.
I know, but he's a Burnley.
But he's made a mistake there, definitely. But he's also been fouled. Like the two things can happen. You can make the mistake, but also be fouled. You know when people go, he's giving it away, and then you don't get the free kick. I think that often you do. Do you know what I have to What's this idiot doing?
He's crawling on the floor. Okay.
Look, he's popping up.
We
on
saw
screen
your
and
bum
everything.
come up there. Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous, man.
White boxers. We saw you.
White boxers. We
Yeah.
never need to see.
Schoolboy era.
We
We don't
never
wanna
want to
see
see
that.
your
We
boxer
don't wanna
shorts.
see that
And there's
again.
nothing in it for me to ever see. your-
Bristolian boxers.
Bristolian boxers. I'm so anti-seeing.
We don't want to see that again.
Look, he's just going to walk straight across
Oh,
it now.
no,
Look, he's given up. Look at that. He's got himself a Twix.
No one else, nah? Didn't fancy getting anything for anyone else,
No,
nah?
we're all right, mate. You
Cool.
get yourself something nice.
It's all right,
Get
boobs.
yourself something nice. Before we go any further, by the way, I need to let you know that this stream is sponsored by the wonderful people of NordVPN. Thank you so much to NordVPN for partnering with us until the end of the season. We feel incredibly privileged that they have chosen us. We are so lucky and they have been so good to us. So please, they're supporting the stream. Let them be your choice for all of your VPN action. Make sure that you support them. It really does help us out. You can find all of the information in the link below. Click in the description and you go to NordVPN/the club. You get a discount and it's such good value. There is no jeopardy. If you subscribe to them, it works out very, very cheap. It's a similar price to a coffee in London, and one account allows you to get six people can get access. So it really is brilliant, isn't it, Booth?
I've been using it for a multitude of reasons. The first one, it stops websites tracking you. It stops malware and potentially, viruses and stuff. That's fantastic on one level. Look, mate, I'm booking my flights for the summer.
Where are you going to? Where are you off to?
I'm going Ibiza. You coming with me?
No, I'm bigger than
No,
Ibiza.
but we can do Ibiza in a different way to
Ibiza.
Buvey. Addy,
Where?
we're a little bit. We can do it in a different way. We can do it as a sort of glitter box. We can go to sort of older.
to the old town.
Oh, the old Ibiza.
We
Yeah,
can do
all that.
glitter box and listen to like the old disco music.
Just relax a little bit.
I thought you meant like Wayne Lineker type.
No, that's where he goes.
Oh, is that where
He's
you're
best
going?
mates with him. He's best mates. I've seen a picture of them
lads,
too.
those flights to Ibiza, whether you're doing a quiet one or a big one Ibiza, they get expensive in June, July.
Yeah, true.
But with a VPN like NordVPN, you get the cheapest flights every single time because the websites cannot track what you're looking at. So it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a great website. They've really helped us out. We're delighted to partner with them. So make sure that you choose NordVPN for all of your VPN action. Thank you, and thank you again.
By the way, Newcastle giving it a go here. This is either going to be 2-1 or like 5-0 or something. Do you know?
I think this has got.
5-0.
I think this has got 4-0 written all over it.
Yeah.
I really do.
Let's have a look here.
Because also, I feel like Newcastle are getting slightly upset, aren't they? Slightly petulant, slightly annoyed, slightly.
Why is Callum Wilson upset with that?
I have no idea.
Like he's
going
literally
for
trying
the
to
karate kicking, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Daniel's son.
Yeah. Wax on, wax off.
Yeah, you can't go kung fu kicking around the penalty
Come
area
on,
and expect the referee
we're
not to.
waiting for you to chuck in a karate
You've seen a
pun.
Karate Kid. Come on, get involved.
Come on.
I'm not a fan.
Mr. Miyagi.
Say
Talk about
something,
Mr.
no, say
Miyagi.
No,
something. Anything.
it's an overrated movie for me.
You don't know anything
You
about
don't
Mr.
watch it.
Miyagi,
You've never
do you?
seen it, have you, Boo?
Karate Kid.
Yeah.
It's on Channel 5 every Sunday about 11 p.m. I'm not watching Karate Kid 5, 6, and 7 and all that. I'm not watching that. You have a laugh.
I mean,
I've got better things to do.
I've only watched the main one when he did the old kick like that.
Oh,
He
it's
jumped
fun.
up and kicked.
Who didn't do that in school?
Yeah, it was a great
I'm
moment.
looking forward to the
the
Creed
bully
film,
got.
Creed 3. That's coming out soon.
That looks really good. doesn't
next
it?
week. Oh,
It is.
Fairly big
It is.
super chat, boys, from Ethan Galvin. He says, "Can we get a round of applause for Celtic beating Rangers and winning the real League Cup final?"
I'm not clapping for that. I'm a Rangers fan.
Yeah, I'm kind of Rangers. But you know what?
Yeah.
No, you know what?
No.
No,
a
you
big-
don't have to do anything for money, Ad. You
super
don't have to do
chat.
anything for money.
It's a big super
You don't have to do anything for money.
They've won. I don't even know the score. What's the score?
What was the score?
It's Scottish football.
2-1 Celtic.
Okay, good.
If a sponsor came in and said, right, Roars, we want you on the club to do every single Scottish game every weekend.
We're doing Airdrie Kilmarnock.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of money are we talking, though? It has to be big for that kind of stuff, doesn't it?
I mean, the answer is yes. I would
Hib,
do it.
so you're Hibs Dundee.
And also, it don't have to be that big, to be totally honest with you. Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, yeah, I'll do that.
Clyde Bank, please get in contact.
Yeah,
with
if
us.
you
Clyde
are-
Bank.
if you are-
Partick Thistle.
Partick
Yeah.
Thistle versus St Mirren. Join us next week for the big game on the club. I'm up for it. Do you know what I am going to suggest that we do on the club? Can I just demonstrate my pettiness and my snide nature when it comes to football? This is going out live now to everybody watching and also to our producer. I'm about to tell you something that I really want to do.
Have you discussed it?
No, nobody knows what I'm about to say, but I definitely want to do this. The way that the championship table is falling at the moment would suggest that Gareth Ainsworth and Queen's Park Rangers could potentially be relegated. If that happens, if it befalls Queen's Park Rangers that they could end up going down, I would like to do an episode of the club, all bells and all whistles. Me, you, Buvey, Adam. We do the full shebang, and we cover the Queen's Park Rangers game for them to go down. I really want to do that because I really want them to go down. Can we do it? Are you up?
Mate.
But you've got to come and work effectively just to help me
it's free.
amplify
It's
my
not work. How does that work? I'll do that every day of the week and a month on Sunday.
We do the game. So whoever QPR play last game
do you
of the
have this
season.
animosity towards
could
QPR
do,
as well,
yeah.
like Rory does?
Yeah, we could do final day of the championship.
Don't like him.
Okay.
Who do QPR play last day of the season? Because I know, but I want to focus on QPR. I'll do last day of the championship.
They are in big
but I
trouble as
really
well,
want to
aren't
focus.
they? They are in big
Do you think
trouble.
they could go?
They got
Desperately
Bristol
want
City at home.
Oh, wow.
You could
You're
relegate-
a real
Smash
club.
them.
Mate, do you know what I'm going to do on my YouTube channel? I'm genuinely serious here. If QPR go down, I'm going to do a full dedicated video. Just no one will watch it, but I just want to do it. I'm just going to do a video about
That's your right. That's your right to do that.
I'm going to do it.
Do you ever go near that area?
Yeah, all the time. Shepherd's Bush. Mate, when in my youth, I was.
Yeah, but you don't
on
do
the
it, you don't do it
Uxbridge
anymore. You're
Road.
not hard anymore, Rory. Act like you say, "Oh, all the time. Yeah,
No,
go down my boys.
I'm-
You don't do that anymore. You don't live in Canton Estates anymore, Rory. Yeah.
I'm in Shepherd's Bush, but I'm in Holland Park more now.
Yeah. Primrose Hill, that guy.
No, I do have a connection to Shepherd's Bush. I'm in that area fairly.
Would we
fairly
invite James Alcott on there?
That's what the chat were asking, Boov. Do you revoke his ban to get him on for that?
I revoked it a day after. It was a temporary ban. It was a bit of tit
No,
for tat.
it's lifetime bans.
That's your opinion then.
No.
That's your opinion.
No, but I've just demonstrated to Addy, like I was saying to Addy when you were in the bathroom, that Addy is now in the club.
Yeah,
Once you're in the club,
Yeah, he's
like you have an honorary lifetime membership. You are in. Once you're in, it's not easy to get in, but once you're in, you're in.
Yeah.
By extension, you would assume that once you're out, you're out.
Yeah.
What did he do? What have I missed? Was it bad?
Well, no, it was just a little bit of tit for tat on YouTube. sort
What
of thing.
happened, really?
So,
Why did you?
I slagged off his AI WhatsApp profile picture, and it went
and it went.
did
He got
quite
upset.
well on weirdly.
What
with
happened?
good views and all that. So.
What, you did a video on it? You serious?
in the club? We talked
No,
about it. I
not
said
that.
taxi for
No,
for
I know
James
that.
Rory.
But why did you do that? Why did you put James in the taxi?
Well, he did a video with all of us, sort of wanting our opinions about our respective football clubs, and he sort of slagged us off a little bit in it. It's just a little bit.
Oh, what, were you defending everyone? Or was it
I was
about
defending
you
Man City,
specific?
saying we're going to win the league, and he sort of
Why
wrapped
do you
it
do
off.
this, Rory? Why do you you're always you're
Yeah.
poking and poking? You know exactly what
I
happened.
don't know anything. There's not much in the world I know. What I don't know could fill a book. I don't know much, but I know I love you. Right? I don't know many things. I don't know. For example, I don't know. Tell me, who's the biggest YouTuber?
Biggest YouTuber in what sense? What, Newcastle YouTuber?
Just any new. Can you think of one?
What, a big Newcastle YouTuber?
And I'm going to say Will N.E. So who are you going to say?
Huh?
See?
By the way,
know, I don't know.
wait, Wan-Bissaka on Alan St.
Oh, skills in a box.
Oh my
Bruno.
God.
But,
Oh my God.
But
Did what-
Alan
did-
St. Maximin can't get past Wan-Bissaka.
No, but
he's
Wan-
trying every bit of skill in the book. Like literally, he's got into that
At that
tool
very,
bag.
that
and can't-
very specific job that you're referring to there.
Yeah.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka could be one of the best in the world.
he's-
At that
yeah,
very specific
At that
job.
alone, yeah. Like, don't let it. Here we go.
Yeah, if you were to say to Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the change room, if Ten Hag were to give you a very strict instruction, just don't let. I remember
By the way,
Mourinho. did it.
sorry, 1 second. If Bruno
He's
gets
in
up
that
and
much
walks
pain.
away from this,
Yeah.
that's it. I'm done with football
What,
because he
'cause
is rolling around. He's put his arm up like Platoon. If he just gets up and continues to play, because it's a nice little fake now. What's he?
Yeah, there's nothing in that.
What is it? What's he going? What's he
I
going
think
down?
there was a little collision. No, I don't.
Nah, his ankle has to be broken. The ankle has to be broken because the response.
Oh, I think it might. Hang on a minute.
I hope it isn't. I really hope it isn't.
caught the
Did
ground.
it catch the ground there? As he slides in, does he catch the ground?
He's bent his ankle over.
It'll be okay.
Seems like he's okay.
It'll be all right.
Addy, Take That featuring Lulu in the 90s. Give me the song, the title of the song. Take That featuring
I
Lulu.
remember this song. This is such a random question. Why has it come up?
Previous stream.
Take that featuring Lulu.
Whilst Addy thinks of that, boys, we've got another big super chat. Hello, lads. My mate and I were having a chat about the Turkish league, and we're wondering if what your impressions are, and if any of you have any Turkish sides. Big Fenerbahce
I
fan.
do.
Roy, what's your take on Turkish football, mate?
I'm a huge fan of Jim Bom Bom. Seriously, the Turkish geezer watching
Mate,
will know
that's
this.
annoying me very quickly. So take that
Relight
featuring
my
Lulu.
fire.
Oh, relight my fire.
Mate, you're a good singer.
Your love is my only desire.
There's our TikTok clip.
That was a track. Cause I need
You gotta be strong
your
enough to
love.
walk on through the night. Yeah.
Mate, Take That was big back then, boy.
Yeah, they
It
were.
felt like number one every single song.
Can
wasn't
you name every member of Take That?
Robbie Williams,
One.
the Sheffield lad.
it? That's not a
What's his
name.
name?
Not a name.
Gary Barlow.
Correct, but he's Mancunian.
I'm about to say, is he Sheffield?
He's Sheffield lad.
Mancunian, 100%. But carry on.
No, he's not.
They're all
He's
Mancunian.
No, not.
They are. Carry
Go
on.
on, anyway,
Robbie
go on.
Williams is from Stoke.
Yeah, the others are all Mancunian.
No,
Because you've
no,
named him.
no,
the
you
four-
can't do that.
No,
They're all
no,
Mancunian,
They're all,
brother.
they're
Yeah,
all
apart from-
Mancunian. They're not. He's not
Apart
Sheffield.
from the one I
Right,
mentioned.
come on.
No,
go
you got
on. You've got Gary Barlow, Robbie Williams.
Kevin.
There's no
No,
Kevin. That Kevin was in
One
NSYNC.
second. Let me just think of a white man's name. Kevin.
I honestly don't. I'm not even that big a fan, lads.
Come
You
on.
guys are getting.
Go
No,
on.
lads.
Can you do
You
it?
guys are getting gassed.
I got
Take
one- I
That.
got
Not
two
me.
Robbie
more.
Williams, Gary Barlow, Jason Orange,
I've got
Mark
them all
Owen.
then. And Howard.
Howard what?
I can't remember. He had dreadlocks.
He did go really
He had
hipster,
dreadlocks.
didn't he?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Howard
Donald.
Kendall.
Donald? Howard
Donald.
Donald?
Howard Donald.
Howard Donald sounds like
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
It's not me, my sister's
Can you do
love him.
every member of E17?
No way. No way can you.
No, I can't.
No way.
I could do
can you.
Brian Harvey.
Harvey, that's the only one.
And then I remember I could recognise them all.
No, you can't.
Not now, but then.
Oh,
I can picture all
yeah.
their faces. Tony. Tony.
Tony, wait. Was he like the main one, like the Gary
the
Barlow
singer.
one that sorted everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a singer.
Uh,
Were you more of an NSYNC man?
That is even prior to my time.
Well, NSYNC's prior to your time. So Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, none of this.
But no. I'm
wow.
early
What
2000.
What were the
God. Me and Rory
boy
When
are
I was a
old.
kid, boy band, when I was Blue.
Yeah,
I'm not even
yeah.
a fan of Blue, but
Do you know
Costa.
that's so funny you say that? Just when I popped for a wee, I had a quick look at my Instagram DMs. Do you know who's DM'd me today?
Who?
Anthony Costa from Blue.
Spurs fan, eh?
Yeah. That why? Do you see why?
Oh, Spurs.
yeah.
Like me and Anthony Costa. Like I don't when I say we're not friends, we're not friends. I just,
just don't know very well.
really know
Yeah.
him that well.
We've done
I met him
we've
once.
done- yeah,
I met him once in my life.
Yeah.
He's messaged me because Tottenham beat Chelsea. I've
Would
got a message
would
from
you
a geezer out
invite
of Blue.
the Blue onto the club? Is that the kind of invite we're looking for? Like,
I mean, they
What,
did
like
have some
stature
bangers.
and presence?
Yeah, like
They had a couple of really good
Mate,
songs.
Also, they predicted the future, innit? You remember when they were singing about the cities being on lockdown and that? Who would have known? 15 years later, all the cities went on
true.
lockdown.
That's true, bro. Yeah, it's true.
Drive by in a
I
low
want. Do you know what?
ride.
That's what I want. I want
And
S Club
have
7.
it
I don't
fly
give
by.
a fuck. I don't care.
What
No, I
member?
don't care.
What
I
member?
want all 7
No,
here
you-
now.
What does the S in
do a
its club
football podcast.
7 stand for?
S Club
It's.
7.
Do you know?
Yeah.
No.
Do you know how weird this is? It's actually perverse. The guy who founded S Club 7
I'm scared to hear this.
named it after himself. Simon Club 7. I think it's Simon something.
Simon Fuller, innit?
Simon Fuller. He named it after himself.
And do you know what
perverse.
Do you know what the party line used to be? Like, you know, when they'd ask that little Hannah Spirit or whatever, they go, "What does the S stand for?" She'd always go, "Whatever you want it to." You
Smart,
know, they're all
smart.
Brassic.
Of course.
They're all Brassic.
There we go, here we go.
They're like
Alex
still going now.
Maximan.
You know, they're still going as an S Club 4.
No, they
No,
reunited
I was in
as
a nightclub about 3 years ago, and that Bradley was there with just 3 of them.
Mate, they're
Here
a 7 now.
we go. Here we go. Goal.
Now,
No.
but they've been going forever
Yeah,
as S Club 4
S Club 4, yeah.
because like the 4 skimp ones needed to keep going.
Keep going with the money.
What? But are they called S Club 4?
Yeah.
They're
They're
reunited
called
as
S Club 7. No, they're back as
They're
S Club
back now.
7.
They're back.
All 7 are back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sugar Babes are back.
Yeah, but is it the original
Yeah,
lineup?
the OG.
What? No,
The Irish girl.
no way.
Matcha.
The original.
Matcha.
I met them the other week. Yeah.
Really?
Cheddar,
Much
cheddar.
as Siobhan Donnelly. Siobhan Donnelly, I
I
swear.
know Mucha Buena's there.
Mucha Brenner, Siobhan Donnelly.
And the black girl.
And
What's her name?
Keisha.
Keisha. Yeah. I didn't mind the
Scouser.
Scouser.
Yeah,
I
they
thought she was
kicked-
alright.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
kicked
yeah.
her out,
Who's
so
with
everything
Dave
you
Berry?
need-
She's with Dave Berry.
Is she?
She's married to Dave Berry. Yeah, she's got
I
a couple
wanted
of
Dave
kids.
Berry a lot
She
every
was
week.
right.
She's
Yeah,
married to
Charlton
Dave
fan.
Berry. Dave
That
Berry.
Musha did a bottom, didn't she?
That much.
Oh, mate.
Yeah,
Did a
yeah,
bottom.
She did a wicked tune. She did a wicked
Bit you,
tune with
Buvey.
Mucha Buena, yeah.
Yeah.
She would kill you.
She'll destroy you.
What do you mean?
You just haven't got. You ain't got.
No, we need to understand what you
you're
mean,
not-
though.
Yeah, you ain't got that.
What
You
do
ain't
you
got
mean?
that in you.
What, a
I know
40-year-old
that
pop star?
you've got a fair-sized booty as well.
Why do you keep looking? You're
'Cause
looking at my legs at the start of the stream. Now you're looking around.
No, 'cause
how
you're-
about you keep your eyes above the table? But Mucha Bona went single. Remember, she went solo. Had a solo.
Yeah,
song.
she did a wicked song with
She
Groove
actually
Armada.
did, she actually did okay.
She did a wicked
She
song.
did
with Groove
okay. She did okay.
It was called like Song for Mucha.
Yeah,
That was the song with Groove Armada. Yeah.
There were so many bands back then, though.
Yeah, they were
So
terrible
many-
bands
yeah, yeah.
as well through the noughties. Like all those dreadful bands with skinny jeans.
No, but even
The
ones like
View and all that crap.
Eternal.
Who's on my
Eternal,
class?
wicked.
Eternal.
Louise Nerdin, isn't it?
Who was
Yeah.
Mylene Class in? Which one
Mylene was in
Mylene
Hearsay.
Class,
Hearsay.
Oh my God.
Mylene was in
Wait,
Hearsay.
what show did they win?
Pop Idol.
Bloody hell, you're on fire today, son. Jesus Christ. Mate.
Her, Noel, Danny.
Wow.
Oh, Kim, who went
Yeah.
into Coronation Street.
Yeah, Corey.
What was the guy? Will Young.
Darius Danesh.
The other one that lost.
He's brown bread.
Not Will Young. The other one. The one
Gareth
that
Gates.
had a stutter problem.
Gareth Gates.
Yeah.
And he had sex with Jordan.
Lost his virginity.
Yes.
He had sex with Jordan. Jordan took his virginity. Katie Price. Have you seen her lately?
Look, he can't get past him. And St. Maximin could not
Yeah.
get past. But he's trying. Look, he's having a go. Look, come on.
Yeah, they're out. They've lost. No cut for you in 55
He celebrated
years.
that for winning a corner.
Yeah.
Look at that, just to get a corner.
Yeah. But it's I think trying to galvanise the fans from St. Maximin's perspective there. He's asking for more.
He's asking for more because he's taking on the battle.
Yeah.
Like they've chucked this guy on to defend.
Well, also, I think he knows that if they score. Look, I don't think they can win this game, but if they score next,
it's game on.
the atmosphere in there totally.
Oh my, yeah, it's game on. I mean, come on.
I mean, for the sake of the game,
Dan
it was
Burn's
great.
head has got like. Is it
Yeah.
Luke Shaw's marking Dan Burn?
Hey, good luck.
Oh, no,
They don't sling it in.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Triple.
Oh my god. They've got all of their players up. They're so ready to
Look
launch
at
it into the
this!
box.
Look at this! If he does that, oh,
It's amazing.
Oh, that's
Control,
wonderful.
Trippier.
That's fantastic.
absolutely
Oh, nuts as well from Trippier. Learned that one in Tottenham.
not given a foul.
No foul.
I thought that was a clear foul. He put his arms on his chest. I'm surprised that wasn't given as a foul. Lovely skill from Trippier. Beautiful the way he
What a
controlled the
touch.
ball, wasn't it? To pull the ball out of the air like that.
That's a proper
absolutely brilliant.
This Isak's quality, you know.
He is a proper player.
Yeah.
Kieran
He's
Trippier.
done nothing, by the way, since you said that twice now. He's done
I
nothing.
know. I'm just trying to hype him up.
You
But
just said a minute ago goal. You shouted goal.
you know what it
with,
is, yeah? I made the
jubilation.
Henri comparison, and I'm struggling.
Yeah,
Wait, can you read that?
No,
Rory, from
I
there?
struggled to
I'll
read
read
it.
it for you, boys. It's a big super chat from John Schott. BVB fan here. I'm with Addy on Lewandowski. If you're looking for a big moment, try 4 goals against Real Madrid in the UCL semis 2013. Rory should watch his mouth chatting, swear word, about Dortmund. Love you guys.
watch yourself. Roy.
I don't think I did.
Don't go to Dortmund
No,
anytime
you
soon.
did. You went.
I won't.
You went Dortmund. Like, is that it? That's what you did.
Dortmund, but we're talking about like some of the most iconic. I'm talking about Real Madrid. Dortmund can't comparable to Real Madrid.
No,
That's
but
not
the way
offensive.
you said it was disrespectful.
That
though.
was
You did,
disrespectful.
Jump on the bandwagon. Look at you little idiot.
No, disrespectful.
It was disrespectful.
It was. For me, it's very. I actually take it back. I think Lewandowski's had a better career than
But you just
Casemiro.
changed your opinion like that.
Well, one
Mate,
super
you've got
chat,
no
bit of money,
conviction.
one
Bit of
super
money.
chat.
No, it's all about the money.
Lads,
Jesse J was
Lads.
singing about you.
Lads, have a bit of flexibility in your mind, okay?
Mate, he just loves
Okay.
the dough, the pie and mash.
No. I do all this voluntarily. I love football that much. I love just sat at the table with you lads. I'll do it for
That's
free any day of
absolutely
the week.
ridiculous. Absolutely
Oh my
ridiculous. to
god,
me.
good turn.
Mate, he's on it now. But then look, when was
That's a foul, though, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah.
what about time?
Yeah, he's fouled there.
He's
Yeah.
a solid.
See, do you know what?
How far away is he from England? Like a million miles.
A million miles, just because of the position he plays.
Galaxy.
Just because of the position. He plays in the worst possible position to want to get into the England squad, doesn't he? Like, it's the hardest position. Like, if you're right back.
Okay, if
like,
you have a choice.
Kieran Trippier's ahead of him.
Okay, if
Kieran
you're
Trippier's
building your
getting
team right now and you want a right back, do you go Wan-Bissaka or Trent?
Trent.
Trent.
Okay, but you slow down.
No, sorry. I was thinking
No, 'cause
this
I'm
isn't
think-
even a question. I was
No, you
like,
know
am I
what?
missing the point here?
Yeah.
No, you know
me-
what? You
me
know
too,
why? You
yeah.
know why? Because I look at Chelsea. Your best ever right back for me is Branislav Ivanovic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And going forward wasn't his strong point.
Football's changed, though.
Defensively,
He scored a lot of goals,
Defensively, he did
Ivanovic.
actually, but defensively he was rock solid.
Hit it.
Go on, hit it.
It will be brilliant for this game if
It
they get a
needs
goal.
it. Come
if
on.
this game gets a goal from Newcastle, it will be fantastic. No, but football changed a bit, Addy. I think,
I still want a defender that can defend.
Trent Alexander-Arnold is responsible in the way that Reece James is for his team's attacks.
Yeah.
Branislav Ivanovic didn't have to worry about that because there was, well, whoever you want, Malouda and whoever you want.
It's a great ball from Trippier, that is, isn't it? Whipped
Proper
in.
corner, like
Go on.
like
What?
Oh,
must
said
have
it went
fouled
out.
it. It was the
I said it went out.
Must have fouled him, or it went out. Yeah.
Fabian Schär's not happy. It's a nice little cut. Honestly.
Yeah, there must have been that clash of heads early. You remember, was it Martinez? He was down.
Yeah.
He's wearing gloves.
Can't wear gloves. Right, I've changed my
done.
opinion.
Completely done with you.
I want.
It's not even that cold.
It's not even cold. Also, it's nearly March. Like, why are you wearing gloves? Also, Sabitzer, where is it?
Yeah, Sabitzer.
Austria. It's fucking Baltic.
Yeah, it's like
freezing.
Yeah.
Go skiing there.
Yeah.
And these high socks, I'm not a fan of them either.
Well, only if you're Henri.
Yeah, he's the only one.
Only if you're Henri.
I think Anelka can wear gloves all year round. Nicholas Anelka.
He's a good enough player.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to do it at Man
Do you know
City. I
Addy
loved
and I
it.
did a show at one point with Anton Ferdinand?
Yeah.
And we were talking to Anton about like the best players, and obviously we naturally brought up Henri. Anton was like, lad, you're so wide of the mark. It's just not Henri. We're like, really? Okay, this is great. Who? Like Anelka. Like, I just couldn't
I
get
see
near
that.
him.
Yeah.
He was
I
like,
see
I just
that.
couldn't get near him.
Yeah.
And it wasn't me. Like, this is what Anton was saying. He's like, it wasn't me. Nobody could. Nobody could.
Remember though, at 21, 22, he was the one.
Yeah.
Remember at Arsenal, he was the
Arsenal,
one.
he
Like,
wa-
Real Madrid.
Well, that was the last time Newcastle were in a cup
Yeah,
final.
he was that
scored
guy.
against them, didn't
Remember
he?
he had that pace. Remember that pace.
I think he was 17, 18.
17,
then,
18, you're right.
Then he
younger.
went to Real Madrid.
And then it just all kind of unraveled. Like, how did he go from Real Madrid? Did he go to
He went to
Man
Turkey.
City.
No,
he went to
I went to
Turkey,
Fenerbahce, I think.
Turkey and then Bolton.
Bolton?
No, it was Man City first. He was at Man City with Kevin Keegan, Stuart Pearce.
Then
And he
then
went
Liverpool?
to then he went to Turkey. Then he came back to Bolton. Then he goes to Chelsea.
No, Liverpool's in there. Liverpool's in there.
Liverpool on loan.
No,
It's a
Liverpool's
Liverpool
before that. That's in the 90s.
Do you want his full
He goes
career?
Arsenal,
Yeah.
Liverpool,
Give me his
Real
full
Madrid.
career.
I don't think it is that.
Go on,
Right,
let's hear it.
We're going PSG, Arsenal, Real Madrid, PSG, loan to Liverpool, to Man City, Fenerbahce, Bolton, Chelsea, Shanghai Shenhua, loan to Juve, West Brom, Mumbai City.
So many times he made the move
big
that would
one.
suggest ending it
Yeah.
and coming back. Like, he went from Shanghai to Juve.
How crazy is that, by the way?
Like-
Who did he go from Bolton to?
Went from Bolton to Chelsea.
Say again, like, it's small to massive.
He was very good
That was the
for us
best
as well.
Yeah, he was the
you
best
should
Should have
player
won,
I've seen at City.
should have won a European
You
Cup.
lot
He got Golden Boot.
Didn't you
He
not
won
have
a Golden
Costa,
Boot.
Drogba, and Anelka?
No, not Costa.
Who is it?
No, Drogba and Anelka in the
Anelka.
same
And who
team.
else?
Malouda,
It would have been Malouda, Joe Cole.
Ancelotti,
It
unbelievable.
was no. It was like I don't know. It would have been no. Anelka was Avram Grant. It was the team that.
Oh, so it would have been Solomon Kalou.
Yeah, it would have been.
It in Kalou. Yeah, it would have been Kalou, wouldn't it? Yeah.
It was the team that got to the. It was a very good season, but it all went wrong. It was good in as much as we got to every final, but lost.
Moscow.
Lost in Moscow. It was the season where I missed 2 games all season, home, away, and in Europe. Can you believe the season to pick to do that is the one where we lose to Tottenham in a League Cup final?
Wow, Woodgate.
Woodgate.
Yeah.
Wow.
We lost to Tottenham in the final. We lost to Manchester United in the final. We finished second in the league. And then the worst of the lot, I remember travelling up to Barnsley, right? We're on a train to Barnsley. And earlier in the day, Manchester United were playing. So we were a 5:30 game. Manchester United playing earlier that day. We got it all on. Everybody's like checking the scores and that. Portsmouth knocked Man United out of the cup. And we were like, oh my God, like, we're going to win the cup. Like, there's nobody left in the cup. And Man United had just gone out of it. We've gone out of the cup that night to Barnsley, who in the previous round had knocked Liverpool out.
Mate, we had trouble with all those teams, I remember.
It's good.
Oh, goal, has to be a goal. Has to be a goal.
It's got to be.
De Gea,
Someone needs to be
wonderful.
coming in on that.
He gambled.
He's offside. He needs to be coming in. Somebody needs to be coming in on that. Did really well, Trippier.
Let's have a look at this. Was it offside? De Gea, by the way. Phew. How quick did he get off the line, though?
Somebody just needs to be coming in on that from the midfield, don't they?
So look.
No, easy pass through though. So a little bit easy, isn't it?
Yeah, he's off. He's off just.
If that ends up in the back of the net and VAR obviously look at it, is he definitely off?
I know what you mean.
It's game over, lads.
He is massive for them, isn't he? Like, you think of all the chances created so far, it's Trippier. It's Trippier, isn't it?
I think Kieran Trippier is a genuine, not like, you know, when you say
should he still be England's right back then?
No, because he's not better than he's
not better than Kyle Walker.
He's not better than Kyle Walker. He's not better than James, and in a different
Better
way.
than James, for me.
You think Trippier's
In a
better
one-off
than
game
Reece
right
James?
now, I take Trippier over James right now. Based on experience.
Good
I
shout.
really don't agree with that.
You know, every time I've seen
38 game
Reece
season's
James for England, it hasn't been good, by the way.
No, yeah.
No, he
Hasn't
got
been
sent off, didn't he? But I mean, I don't think there's a debate here. I think Reece
No,
James.
there's certainly a debate.
There's a debate.
certainly a
I
debate.
really don't.
there is.
think
Well,
Kieran
there's a
Trippier
debate.
is just not a better player than.
yeah, but there's a
than
debate.
Reece
There's a
James.
debate to be had.
I mean, only in terms of like going through the motions and having the conversation. Like he isn't.
Do you know he's
it's like
did you hear my stat about him creating more chances since the start of the World Cup than any outfield player?
oh.
Go on, Carrier. It's too late, Carrier, to do this, but good
save.
save. Great save.
I mean, it was a shot from like 30.
Oh, yeah,
yards.
we just
Like,
give him his props.
you can't get too many props for that.
There we go. Let's see if we can save this one.
Goal now.
Oh, no.
Good defensive block that, whoever it is. Shara.
What was his name?
Shah.
Sharer.
Shah. It's a hiccup. There was an unintentional hiccup that came at the same time. That pirate. I'm not liking this Sabitzer.
Nah, I'm not a fan.
Not liking the weird hair. I'm not liking the gloves. There's nothing about. That's a handball as well.
That's a good tackle.
Good
handball,
tackle,
mate.
It was actually a really good tackle.
Yeah, it was a good tackle, and then it was a handball.
Should be saving that.
Should be catching it, pushing it back out. Push it round the post or catch it.
You turned into Roy Keane, haven't you?
You push it round the post or you catch it. You don't push it back into the danger area. Like, that's just idiotic. That's Tyrone Mings, isn't it? When he set up Bukayo Saka last week. Nods it back into the area. Should be hitting the target.
Is anyone close to competing with him for Young Player of the Year?
Who?
Saka.
No.
What is it, under 24s? Is that what it is? 23?
I mean, I don't think Saka should win the Young Player of the Year, though, because I think he's more of a shout for player of... Like, he's in the conversation for player of the year, isn't he?
Has anyone won both?
Haaland gets Young Player of the Year.
Yeah, Haaland.
And normal player.
But Haaland's another one who shouldn't... Well, you know when we do Young Player of the Year, I think that should be like...
First season.
Yeah, somebody that maybe is...
Like Americans call it the rookie, don't they? The rookie season.
That's the word. Yeah. That's what I think of.
First, I agree.
Like, if Bukayo Saka or like Erling Haaland is effective... Erling Haaland would effectively be nicking a Young Players award and potentially doing himself out of a more prestigious award. Like, Erling Haaland isn't the Young Player of the Year. He's
Player of the Year.
Youthful, but he's also very experienced.
Yeah, he's played over 200 games of football.
Yeah, exactly. That's not young.
Champions League football, everything. Yeah.
Like, and maybe you'd even make the same case for Bukayo Saka. Like, Bukayo Saka, although he's youthful, he's a very experienced footballer. He's played in finals for England.
Is anyone...
I say Caicedo just because it's his first season in the Premier League. He's, 21, 22 years old? I think. Might be a bit older, but...
You know what it is? When you think of this award, I'm just thinking of like an 18-year-old or something. 18-year-old.
Haaland, by the way, gets into it by 20 days.
They'll try and give it
not
to
him, though.
No, I know, you're right.
They'll try and give him both.
Yeah.
They'll try and give him both awards. No, but what about that right back for you? Is it Lewis?
Rico Lewis.
So Rico Lewis.
Rico Lewis, yeah. 100%. He's fantastic yesterday, by the way.
That's the kind of shout, isn't it?
I don't necessarily agree
If we
with
win the league, he needs to win it. Because the only reason City win the league this season, if we are to win it, honestly, is because of Rico Lewis's energy. He's been incredible.
Would Saliba be in this?
Yeah.
He won Young Player of the Year in France last year.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Saliba then.
I mean, his impact on
a
little bit.
I thought. Well, it was actually Gabriel was very good yesterday.
Oh, Gabriel's quality.
Very good. Some of those blocks, man. You know, like warrior-like blocks, title-winning blocks.
Yeah.
You know, watching football now. Like the Premier League. You know, the Premier League. They show like Sky show the old sort of Premier League games. You know how fast football is now compared to what it used to be. Like, I'm watching this in the 75th minute. No one's slowing down. Just bang, bang.
Although this is a cup final.
Yeah.
This is like if this is a league game. I think like everything is at stake in this, isn't it?
Why have they got exactly the same haircut? Jacob Murphy and Joe Willock about to come on.
Have they got I missed it. They got identical
haircut. Yeah. Like they've just gone to the same barbers yesterday.
Imagine that. You've got a cup final ticket, first cup final in 25 years for Newcastle. You're sat there, you're 2-0 down to Man United, and Jacob Murphy's coming off the bench.
That's the lack of depth, isn't it? That's the difference, really. Like, that's
painful.
That's the difference between being sort of...
Painful.
Well, no, but even United bought on Sabitzer and McTominay.
Yeah, McTominay shouldn't be coming
on.
You
know what I mean? Like,
Sabitzer's slightly different, though.
I think he's the kind of guy you want. You're 2-0 up in a cup final.
He's not good.
Yeah,
he's the kind of player you want, but he's not the kind of player. He's not the kind of person you want to be doing that play.
Got one for you, boys.
He's the kind of player. He's the style of footballer. You bring on somebody who plays in that position, but you don't want it to be him. You want somebody far better in that position than him.
Yeah.
And to be fair to Newcastle, what did they bought Isak on? That's their record signing, so they've tried.
Yeah.
And that's just it, innit? There's nothing.
Has he flopped?
He's been injured.
Yeah,
he's been injured.
I've got one for you, boys. If you are Dubravka right now, and it finishes like this, do you go up and get your medal?
Yes, I would. If I was
Rory, stop it.
Yes,
Rory.
So
loyalty.
You don't even for about the next 5 years. You pretend you've not got one.
Newcastle paying your wages.
You won't get it if you don't go and get it.
No, they'll post it to you.
Man, you want to walk up those steps. Those steps are iconic. Hang on a minute. Can I ask you a question?
Well, all the Newcastle fans there watching you. You might have to be there next season.
I'm being really serious. Has he got a chance of winning any silverware away from this?
Yeah, he could win an FA Cup final. He could.
Are they still out of the FA? Are they still in the FA Cup?
Not in this season.
Well, no, they got knocked out.
They got knocked out.
Do you mean
Wednesday,
this season?
I think.
Is it Sheffield Wednesday?
Maybe for the rest of his life.
No, mate, I just think, walking up those steps at Wembley, whatever it is, isn't it the 93 steps?
He's in a Newcastle United kit.
Can I just, Buvey,
What, he gets dressed in a Man United kit?
No
I
one,
think that you're-
Rory, no one cares about that. You're such a traditionalist. None of these players care about walking up the Wembley steps. Most trophy ceremonies now are on the pitch, and they get no one cares about going up the steps.
No, mate, they do. They're going to walk up the steps.
I know. What I'm trying to say is I don't know if it means anything like it used to.
You're right.
I think it does.
That's right.
Whatever they
Everyone
call
now,
it,
all the trophy ceremonies are on the pitch,
steps.
aren't they?
So let's just say that remember,
Is it 93 steps?
yeah, life is about opportunity and moments.
Give
right?
it.
Yeah.
Go on, Bruno.
You
give
may,
it.
you may
Oh, it's
never
too late.
get that moment again. He may never get the opportunity to go and pick up a winner's medal at
So I
Wembley.
get what you're saying, 1,000,000%. So practically speaking, he goes up in his Newcastle United kit.
He won't make it out there. He won't make it out of Wembley.
But
So what does he do?
Who's
He
going to
does-
stop him? Like who's going to be annoyed?
Every Newcastle
Eddie
fan.
Howe? All the Newcastle
Yeah,
players?
his manager would not want him going up to get a medal. No way.
And
I
bear,
don't
and
think
bear,
I'd
bear
care
in
what the
mind,
manager
he's
would want in that
when are they
situation.
playing next? I think
really
I think
don't.
Newcastle playing Thursday.
He doesn't
he's
play for
playing.
them anyway.
He's playing for Newcastle.
now he
because
will,
Nick
but
Pope's out. He's
yeah.
playing, isn't he?
He'll play next week for Newcastle.
Yeah, he's
in the
playing
league.
next week. Yeah.
But he doesn't play for
I know
he isn't their
He's
starting.
been there for a couple of years.
Yeah, but he isn't their starting choice. Their starting goalkeeper. He isn't
The
their man.
loyalty is that he's a Newcastle player. His wages next week, his pay packet will be a Newcastle United.
I don't
pay
even think
packet.
he should get a medal. I
Might
don't
not
think he should
be,
accept
by the
it.
way. Manchester United might pay more than half his wages.
But you
It-
get
it
the
might
idea
not
that
be.
Yeah, but you understand.
It might not be.
his employer is Newcastle United.
No, it isn't.
It is.
It is. He's back at Newcastle now, Rory. They recalled him from Man United.
Exactly. So United aren't paying his wages anymore.
What are they doing? What are they having a look? Are they having a look?
Nothing there.
No.
I don't think. Look, let's see what he does. My guess is that he will go up.
Rory, you are joking.
No,
I think you're just saying this. You are joking.
Wait, I don't even see it as being like that controversial. He has the opportunity to win a League Cup medal.
Yeah.
So he goes up with all.
So he gets a little bit of grief, a little bit of headlines, and then his grandchildren have that medal.
One second. It gets a little bit of grief.
I don't even think it'll
A
be that
little bit.
significant.
His
I don't even think- I don't even
grandkids will
think-
say, "Daddy, why are you in a Newcastle United kit when everyone's in red?"
I
Do you know what I
think
mean?
medal. I think
Sit
medals
down,
are
son.
I
Let me
think what you're trying to
explain.
say is that he'd be appreciative of the medal after the event of the facts, but at Wembley,
Yeah, yeah.
he's not going to go up there and
But you won't
be
get it
gassed
off.
in front of people.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I definitely assume that he will.
How
go
many
up.
appearances do you have to have had? I say this because of Karius. Like, would Karius have got a medal with
definitely.
one appearance?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think you
Ain't there a number of appearances?
In the Premier League,
No,
it's
not
a minimum
anymore.
of
In a
5
cup
now.
competition,
Like
it's
4 or
different.
5.
Yeah. Also, he's contributed to the victory, hasn't he?
By the way, Eddie Howe's livid there. He thinks
Who?
it was a penalty.
Dubravka.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has. yeah.
Dubravka will
I know
have
what you're saying.
contributed.
I think the image of him going up in a Newcastle United kit,
He won't.
get dressed in a suit or something.
Yeah. The thing is, he's contributed. He's earned the medal. Presumably, he's played in the competition.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think he'll be appreciative of the medal.
But he will have earned the medal.
I'm not
Yeah,
a
yeah,
fan of Anthony at all, by the
No,
way.
he's shocking.
Yeah, I
Shocking.
don't see.
100 mil for that.
Yeah, is that what? It wasn't that, was it?
It's 100 mil.
What's the comment saying here, lads? Jack,
Oh,
Elliot.
I forgot about him.
What are the comments saying
that he was
regarding
even
Dubravka going up?
Everyone says there's no way he goes up.
Yeah, of course he is.
It'd be disrespectful to his teammates and club.
But
he'll
he's
just
earned
get
the
it afterwards.
He's earned it.
Yeah, he'll
hasn't
just
he?
get it afterwards. He'll get it afterwards. Yes, he won't do the 93 steps, but he'll get it afterwards. That's a shocking tattoo on his neck.
What is it? An
There's
eight?
one,
thought-
there's
you know
one
what it is?
written.
I
he's got
thought it
something
was
written on
Batman
his
logo,
He's
but
got
it's not.
something written on
His
on the
neck.
very front as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Here comes Jaden.
Yeah.
He's looked quite good lately, hasn't he? I mean, he's been very quiet for a long time.
He'd be
Why
disappointed not
was
to
he?
start.
Why did he vanish for like 4 months?
No idea.
Was it like
Attitude.
mental, personal,
I
mental
don't know.
health?
I feel like something is. I mean, I don't know the answer, but I do feel like something is interesting there because he was never ever going to the World Cup. Well, like Southgate was just, the way Tony wasn't, and then we
Yeah.
found out there was something with Tony.
Yeah. I almost feel like there's something.
Sancho, there was something.
Sometimes with these little, when the player's like injured there's always something behind it. Like all of a sudden he's got a niggle,
Yeah,
and that
well,
niggle
also-
turns into he's out for 4
Well,
months.
also he was injured, and not really in contention for England, not really in contention. And then he wasn't, and he's back, and everything's fine. Like a long time later, but we weren't ever really told of what was going on in the meantime.
I think he just went away and reset his kind of confidence and his kind of energy and his attitude. I think it's been an attitude problem. I think he's
Well, you
gone
have to
there
go
with-
away for 4 months to reset
I think he has. I'm not saying it's right. I think it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
If I was a Man United fan, I'd be so gutted about the amount of money we spent on this kid, and he's nowhere near the level. He might get back there, but he's been a flop so far. He's been a massive flop at United.
It's just interesting that he's even allowed to do that. I mean, don't worry. I think it's the
Hazard
right thing.
a season off. Remember that? I mean, these things happen in modern day. Unfortunately, Pogba had 4 years off it. Do you know what I mean? Crazy. Oh wow.
Oh, it's getting desperate.
Glazed over from
desperate.
Murphy.
83 minutes.
It's game over, lads. It's been game over almost since the first minute.
How are we doing for subscribers, El?
We're on 90, and I think I need to give it a refresh. 96 point, almost at 96.7.
Thank you so much.
I've
If
realised.
anyone is watching this stream not
Is that
subscribed,
Ant and Deck?
will you please click the subscriber button right now? It massively helps us out, and we are dreaming of hitting 100k. If anyone is watching not subscribing, we are desperately trying to.
I was going to say, where are you going to put it? Are you going to put it there?
It's somewhere. I think it will be on display. Quite where, I'm not sure, but it will certainly be on display.
In the gap behind Buvey's head.
That won't be a big gap.
That's not.
Why'd you set Rory up for that? He's always going to take the easy bait, Elliot. For God's sake, that's all he's got in his locker is easy chat. Nothing above surface level. Okay.
Yeah, I hope the plaques are small.
People are watching. Someone says, Eric Ten Hag has made me fall in love with United again. Really enjoy watching you guys. Cheers from Philadelphia.
Philly,
Hey,
boys
come
to
on.
men,
Philly.
Pink. What's happening?
So I was thinking more Creed and Rocky. You're thinking Boys to Men
Boys
and
to Men and Pink. Yeah.
See,
Cheese
shows
steak.
the
How
real
do you
men.
cheese
From
steak?
Philadelphia.
Shows the
Pink's
real
from
men.
Philadelphia.
How do you know
It's
that?
called education.
An education.
Called an education.
Oh, Philly cheesesteaks.
Philly cheesesteaks, boys to men, Motown Philly's back again.
That's fantastic, mate.
Yeah, I was with you there, Booth. I was thinking Rocky.
Rocky
No,
climbing
you know
the
what I mean,
stairs and all
Rocky.
that.
If I think of iconic things in Philadelphia, I think Pink, boys to men, and AIDS.
And what, sorry?
AIDS.
So,
The movie.
we hear the last
Tom
one.
Hanks.
Oh, okay. You're so stupid.
Why? What do you think?
I don't know what you... I was like, what's he
What would
talking
you go
about?
for here?
The movie with Tom Hanks.
So you'd go. Name 3 things iconic about Philadelphia.
Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3.
Yeah, I'd go Rocky 1. I'd go Joel Embiid.
So no music. No, you've got no
I'm
music
struggling
in
to
your
think of the
game.
music. I might even...
You wouldn't go the Eagles. You've got no music. You've got
Not a
no
fan of the
sport
Eagles.
references.
Not
You've
a
got
fan of the
nothing. You've
Eagles.
got nothing. You've just
Well,
got
I'm not a
one
fan of the
film,
Eagles.
and you've put the
It's a
numbers. in
massive-
there.
it's a
three
massive
separate
boxing
films.
city, actually.
It's 3 separate
Boxing
films.
City.
It's a massive boxing city. Like Bernard Hopkins, Danny Garcia,
Yeah.
Gabe Rosado, all Philly fighters.
Is
like,
Bernard
big-
Hopkins from there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all Philly fighters.
How do you not
Big
know
thing.
that? God. Unbelievable.
Someone's got to have a shot.
Oh!
I'd love Cat.
I'm surprised it didn't go through his
legs.
I thought it was gonna go through his legs, yeah.
Gone through his legs.
Look at that. What a throw.
What a throw!
Carrius.
Control.
I think he's redeemed himself this half.
He hasn't.
Okay.
He hasn't. It's cost him the cup.
He didn't cost them the
They
cup.
make 2-0's big score.
Oh, what a
Mate,
challenge.
mate, by the way, like, you can't get past him, can you?
No, you're
Not-
fantastic.
It's incredible.
No. If they could work a way of
Of just
getting
teaching him how to-
yeah,
He
just
can't
be
play
a,
football.
No, but he just wants to, like,
Some
what's these
people-
holes
some
in the
people are born
socks
with
they've all got on, by the see that?
yeah, they cut holes in them. No, they
What, to breathe, the
yeah,
legs
to just
breathe.
make them a little bit more of a release. Yeah, and do you know what they all also wear? Like a grip sock within the boot. Have you seen that? Have you seen that?
Look at that, look at that, look at that.
Yeah, no, they all cut them.
Why don't you just do what Jack Grealish does and just wear the small socks then?
Don't know.
Like, I don't
know.
What's the benefit of the socks?
I think
Just hold the shin
presumably
pads?
keep the shin
Yeah.
pad in place. Yeah.
Do people still wear the big shins? Oh, that's
That's right.
naughty.
Top
nasty.
that.
That's
It's a bad
Casemiro,
tackle.
by the way, to Joe Linton a bit earlier.
Didn't Joe Linton leave one on Casemiro
Yes,
earlier?
yes.
He did, yeah.
He's done. That's what he's. I like Casemiro, you know.
Oh, no, I like that as well.
Great legacy.
I do like that as well. But not as good as Lewandowski. Dortmund.
No.
If you're watching, mate.
No, it's
Didn't
fact.
win that, by the way. He scored all those goals against Real Madrid. Didn't actually win the Champions League that season. Came second. Great legacy, though.
Yeah, scored 4 goals in a semi that counted to nada.
Wow, I can't believe you guys are doing this. Like, you almost need to open up his trophy cabinet.
Yeah, so
It's-
his
it's
biggest
quite-
trophy is a COVID Champions League. COVID Champions League.
Wow.
Bit like, let
No.
me think.
Oh, here we go.
Liverpool's
Yeah.
only
Liverpool,
Premier
nice.
League in 31 years. I wasn't even born. 31 years.
Considering that we were talking about European football, I like the way you
That's
just moved
embarrassing.
away from European
What, I'm
football
moving
success
from-
there.
Oh, that's a
bit
good
of
hit,
Roberto
you know.
Carlos there.
If that had spun in,
Murphy,
the
what's
last
he
3
doing?
minutes would
How
have
did
been
that just turn so quick?
Oh,
What a shame.
Yeah.
would have been great for the game.
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
yeah.
That's it.
Oh, here we go.
no.
Hey,
He's lost
Maguire's
a lot of
on.
weight. He's lost a lot of weight. I think Buvey's on.
Wait a minute. You know what? Yeah.
I've had to stream this guy for 5 hours now. I'm losing my balls over here. Someone put a good super chat.
They
on so we
have.
can
They
move
put a
it.
great one.
Here we
Read
go.
it out, Buvey.
Buvey, such a big head. Such a prick. You lads are virgins in the back, man. You lads are virgins.
Well, he's paid £10.
No. You, Elliot, and Jack. You're both virgins.
You didn't even read the rest of it out.
It's a Sunday night, lads. Have a roast dinner and just chill out.
You didn't
Have a
even
roast
put,
dinner.
you didn't even put the rest of it. You
I'm
made
not reading the rest of
No,
it.
but no, 1 second.
I'm going on YouTube to report. I'm going on YouTube now to report.
I'm not reading the rest of it out. It's abusive.
I'm going on YouTube to report now. I'm going on YouTube to... congratulations, mate. You've got your YouTube account banned. Okay.
You're grassing.
I'm grassing now for YouTube.
I thought it was a super chat. I thought you have to read it.
You have to read it. That's my favourite clip. That is my
Says who?
favourite
What law
clip.
is that? What law will I have to read anything out?
No, have you seen the clip about that?
What's that?
It's an Arsenal Fan TV clip where they're talking about reading out a super chat.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny?
Yeah.
And the rule is that you have to read it out if it's a super chat, and you didn't abide by the rule.
Yeah. I get you.
Very funny.
Is he bought on Maguire here just for self-pity? Like, why Maguire?
Give him a few minutes in the
I'm
final.
sick of this chat about Maguire. He's not that bad. I'm sick of it. Is his joke?
Who's not that
character.
bad?
Why?
Harry Maguire is not a bad centre half.
He's awful.
Why are you always so nice about him? It's like looking in a mirror. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Why are you always so... No, but you're so nice
I
about
think he
him.
gets unbelievable disrespect. I think he's a very
rubbish.
good Premier League centre half.
Do you think
rubbish.
he's handsome?
What are you on about? You're obsessed. You're obsessed with my legs, my groin,
Yeah,
and
Rory,
Harry
to be fair,
Maguire.
Rory, you have been asking a few very suspect
very
conversations.
zesty questions,
Yeah,
fruity
very.
questions over here. Fruity. I think people get... This is the social media age. Everything's either black or white, 1 or 0. Do you know what I mean? It's left or right. Harry Maguire is just a decent footballer. He's not bad. He's not world class. He's not champion.
He's not good enough for Man United.
Would Tottenham
Premier League.
fans be happy with him?
Yeah. No, they wouldn't be happy because they think they're a big club. And
No, but if they were to sign him, would they be like, yes, we've got one here?
They'd be gutted.
Where are Fulham? Fulham are 7th, 8th. He starts for Fulham. He starts for Brighton. He starts for
I
Brentford.
don't know, but if he
starts
starts for
for Aston
What's going on
Villa.
there? What's going on there?
I think they're suggesting it was a dive.
That Martinez is such a mouthy little shit, isn't he?
Yeah, mate.
Can't stand him.
My God, look at... Callum Wilson would have him, wouldn't he? Would he?
Callum Wilson looks a lot...
Would Callum Wilson have Lissandro Martinez?
No.
Callum Wilson
No,
beats
it's
up.
South American.
In a straight
South
car,
American.
Callum Wilson.
Hard, ain't
Callum
they?
Wilson's hefty, man.
No,
Yeah, I know, but-
Wilson's a melt.
I feel like Lissandro would pick up anything. He'll do anything, wouldn't he,
No,
to
in
win?
a straightener.
Soft ice cream.
Who do you think wins a straightener there?
I think... Let's have a look at this. What's going on?
What's that?
Doesn't do anything.
Oh, he didn't even do
He
anything.
didn't do anything.
Did he?
There's nothing.
They're all falling over. It's
What are they
embarrassing.
doing? What are they all
Do you know
doing?
what?
What are they all
Football's
doing? What are they all
embarrassing.
doing?
He's hoping for a penalty, isn't
Football's embarrassing.
Okay, and is that... Oh, that's awful, isn't it?
Football's embarrassing.
It is actually, isn't it? I hate when they do that. Especially when you watch...
Two lads rolling over
do
each
you
other
know-
like that.
do you know the-
Are you a
know-
rugby man, Booth, as
No,
well?
I hate rugby.
Do you know my favourite clip of that? Have you ever seen Jens Lehmann? Do you remember this, Addy? Jens Lehmann and Didier Drogba in the penalty area. Have you seen it? Where they both just start diving. They're like arguing with each other, and then like Drogba goes like that and sort of touches him, and Lehmann goes like flying over.
Man, that's the
And then-
one thing I didn't like
the
about
pair
him.
of them were just
I
like
love, you know how
diving around.
much I love Drogba.
And you know
but
how
he's
strong they
diving.
are.
Drogba's diving.
You big diver.
For a guy that's like 6'2", 6'3".
Do you know what though?
Monster of a
I think
man.
Almost. If I were to ask you to name me an elite level centre forward who doesn't dive or cheat, however they can, who would you say?
Lewandowski.
Aguero.
Oh, Aguero's a good
Aguero
shout, you
was
know.
dirty, really filthy.
Was he?
No, you just said diving's different to being
Cheating.
high in a challenge. He was high on you were talking about David
Yeah.
Luiz, etc. Yeah. But he wasn't.
Was he not a
soft,
diver, no?
Push.
No.
No. Honestly, I'm saying
No, fair enough.
Tevez was a little bit like that.
What,
Hard.
divey?
Divey a little bit.
Yeah.
Was he?
Get his body in the way. But
Really?
Aguero
Go
wasn't
over,
like
go
that.
over and all that.
Yeah.
But in terms of like the
I know what you mean, though.
bulk, the
No,
bulk
no,
of
but there's
excellence.
diving, and then there's Drogba like used to roll over and look at the camera as he's rolling.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
Right.
No,
What are you
Drogba was a diver.
Yeah.
Salah's a big diver.
Salah's diving.
Salah's a huge
No,
diver.
not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh! Did he hit the post?
Yeah.
What a shame.
That's a shame, innit?
It's game over.
How good that would have been for the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, it would have been fantastic. I think
I think we're going to keep saying it, aren't we? Yeah, he was gone.
Rory, I've got a quote for you that's breaking.
Joe Linton
Graham
again.
Potter. Don't want to ruin
He's gone.
your day. No, he's not gone. He's not gone. It's a quote.
Oh, no.
Potter
Contract
said, Arsenal were 2 years into McKell's reign and he was close to getting the sack. People wanted him out. Disaster. And of course, now things have changed. Klopp at Liverpool, they haven't got the results and all of a sudden people want him out. It's just the nature of football.
What on earth is he talking about? How dare he
How
bring
dare,
Klopp into...
how dare he compare the Klopp one's bad?
Yeah, how
don't
dare
you dare,
he?
mate. Champions League winner, don't you dare. Mr. I won a university trophy.
Mate.
Don't you dare.
That's harsh from you.
Sorry, I'm
that's
just-
harsh. From,
sorry,
no.
sorry.
That's harsh. that Leeds Met University FA Cup.
Leeds
tough.
Met University.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
it.
they're
That's
in.
3-0.
3-0.
Game over. Congratulations.
No, Bruno hasn't got this. He hasn't got this.
got to
I'm telling you,
score.
Bruno
He
doesn't
has
have
got-
this.
he
He
has
hasn't
got
got this. I'm telling you.
Yeah, well
He
done.
hasn't
You've
got
got to
it. He
score.
hasn't got it. I told you.
I can't believe
He hasn't
that.
got. He's not what
How
you
do
think he
square
is.
that?
The annoying thing is he's making Karius look half decent, which is annoying.
No, but he's not. Bruno's not that guy.
Selfish. Should have passed that.
He has to score.
Any other
Also,
top,
look
any
at
other top
Jadon
player
Sancho.
right
Jadon
now?
Sancho's run 80 yards for that.
Any other top player now is either getting
Bend it round now. Bend it now. Bang.
even here, bam.
Look,
What have you got?
find
What have
him
you
now.
got? Greedy.
He really messed that up, Fernandez. I felt sure he'd score that.
Nah.
I don't like him.
No, not do I.
He's
I
selfish.
really don't. I really don't like him.
So selfish. I think he's a stat padder as well. I
He
think
wants
he's-
to blame someone for that as well.
know, he's always got
he's going to
50,
blame Jadon Sancho for not
Yeah.
making the correct
Nobody
run.
to blame apart from
He's always on
himself.
15 goals, 12 assists, always on that kind of range. But then I'm like, who are they against?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Are they really against?
Well, do you think he's a
City
bit of a
and-
bully as a footballer?
Yeah, I think he does it against Villa
Yeah.
on a Saturday at 3 p.m. I don't see him doing it.
Villa have been in your sights today, haven't they?
Yeah,
Like,
sort of mid
you've been-
range.
Villa have been your
You don't like
Yeah.
Villa?
yeah,
No, I
just
don't
today.
mind them. I don't mind.
Ollie
today.
Watkins has got 5 in a row, hasn't he?
5 in a row, yeah.
5 in a row,
Yeah.
Ollie Watkins.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
Yeah,
starting to score.
good finisher.
Good manager they got as well.
Yeah,
They got
good
good
manager.
man.
No, he's good.
He's
gonna-
better than Potter.
Of course he is.
Of course he is.
What
Of
are you
course he
talking-
is.
All right, in other news, water is wet. But come here for all of your breaking news and clever, insightful knowledge. Tell me more.
I'm just checking. You know that.
NordVPN are not going to be happy with that stat. They sponsor this show for real insightful knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah, Newcastle playing black and white.
I'm just reminding you.
Mate, I don't need reminding.
For me, you know
I
when-
think
you know when
he's
Steve
possibly
Cooper
now,
was struggling?
You know now
Yeah.
Jesse Marsh has left.
Yeah.
I don't know who the worst. So give me your list. Don't be biased about it. You don't have to say Potter, but give me your list of 3 worst managers in your opinion in the league.
David Moyes.
Yeah.
Moyes isn't a worse manager than Potter.
Okay, just your list.
Fine.
Your list.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
have to.
yeah,
Why are you
yeah.
bullying him on
I'm
this?
not bullying anyone.
You don't have to tell. He can have his list. He said David Moyes, and you've
No,
jumped on his.
no, he's right though.
Gary O'Neill.
Yeah.
Okay,
Obviously.
One. You don't have to agree, by the way. You can have different
100%
lists.
That's correct, isn't it?
Gary O'Neill.
The lad at Southampton, obviously.
The new one. What's his name again? Something.
You have to tell me,
Velez?
lads.
Yes.
Talksport. Both you lads are Talksport. Big broadcaster. National radio.
Yeah.
National radio.
That's why they chuck us on Talksport too.
Can someone tell us the name of the Southampton manager for Rory and Addy? Because I know. Ruben Sellers.
Sellers, I said that. I said Velez. Sellers. I knew it was
Sellers.
Sellers. Yeah.
So those two, and then
That's bad though. The fact
Is
that
it
we
Potter? Like, let's just be honest. Let's put a few names on the table then. I think David Moyes potentially belongs on this table, where considering how West Ham are going and considering how he's viewed at most clubs he's been at. You know, you look at what happened in Spain. Let's put him on the table. Maybe you discount him, but let's put him on the table. I think let's put Graham Potter on the table.
what in terms of bottom 5 we're talking
Bottom
about?
3.
Bottom
And you've
3.
said 2 already, so I've put 2 more on the table.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else to put in this?
Not.
So think of the clubs. It's over.
no, but,
Manchester
no.
United.
By the
have won
way,
League
he's
Cup.
better than Thingy's new manager. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Potter is better than.
Javi Gracia. He's better than Javi Gracia.
I mean,
he's a good coach.
No, Gracia was awful at Valencia.
But he was
awful.
good at Watford,
He's
wasn't
been
he?
he's been at Al Sadd, whatever he's been at.
Do you remember that Watford fan who was telling us?
What's
was
wrong
you-
with
were you there for that?
Saudi Arabian football? You've been saying Ronaldo and all that in his yellow kit and his Admiral kit.
You're trying to get me cancelled. I think it's fantastic football. It's wonderful over there.
I think that Graham Potter is possibly on the, at least in the conversation of the worst managers in the league.
Yeah, he is. Lopetegui at Wolves better. Unai Emery better. Obviously Guardiola, Conte.
No.
Okay,
Brendan Rodgers.
What about Thingy? What's his name? Everton manager.
Sean Dyche.
Sean Dyche.
That makes 10, 11, 12
Yeah.
managers.
The fact that we're even comparing him
Thomas
to those.
Frank.
Sean Dyche is a better manager than Graham Potter.
Marco Silva.
Sean Dyche isn't
Steve
a better
Cooper.
manager than Graham Potter.
You don't think so,
No.
Who?
Sean Dyche.
mate?
Like Sean Dyche wouldn't have even got the interview
Potter
for the
doesn't
Chelsea
keep
job.
Burnley up.
Sean Dyche wouldn't have got the interview. Yes, he does.
Potter does not keep
does.
Burnley
He
up
does.
for
I mean,
4
he
years
kept
in a row.
Brighton up,
Yeah.
who were comparable.
Comparable in terms of spending money in players. Like he made Danny Welbeck look half decent.
Burnley aren't well run in the same way as Brighton. I
Agreed.
refuse to believe
Agreed.
it.
No, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Different teams, obviously.
Buvey seems salty. McDonald's gonna hire him as fries guy.
You do seem salty.
About what?
About
Just
what?
everything. Just your,
What-
your,
what-
your
so
overall demeanour.
Why
is
are
very
McDonald's
salty.
are going to hire you? What does that mean?
Because they have fries.
put salt on
it's
stuff.
It's really
Oh.
bad.
You shouldn't go to McDonald's because the salt content is very high, mate.
No, I don't eat McDonald's.
No,
As you
me
can, you see,
neither.
can't you look at me and see that I am an Adonis of a physique? I know I'm wearing a
No,
baggy.
Roy's been
I'm
looking.
wearing
I'm
a
sure.
baggy jumper.
Roy's
but-
been looking.
yeah,
Why are you being homophobic?
There's nothing wrong with looking.
you can look at me.
I didn't say that. Okay.
Manchester United have won the cup. Newcastle United have not, and the 1955 drought continues.
And may long it continue.
Man,
May long.
Pray
May
to
May
God
long.
it goes for 100 years.
May long it continue.
Yeah.
No, good English. Good English.
Yeah,
Manchester
yeah.
United's first trophy since what 2017.
2017. It's a
amazing.
long
5
time.
back
Isn't it?
years.
6 years for Man United.
I'm about to tweet that after this stream.
And it is only from their perspective, for Newcastle, the significance of this trophy is a lot heavier. For Manchester United,
it's a kickstart.
it's a kickstart.
Mate,
yeah.
for Ten Hag to come in, like, you know, you was waxing lyrical about him being the best manager in the league. For him to come in and get a trophy straight away, bang, here you go. Take that as a start. They'll win the Europa League unless it goes wrong.
Do you know what would be a brilliant final? Arsenal, Manchester United in Budapest. We'd be live for that, wouldn't we?
Oh, let's go over there.
Let's go.
Let's go to the ruin bars over there,
What? Why do you want to go to that? I don't want to go to that game.
so I can drink some beer over there. It's beautiful over there.
I'd like to go there, but I don't want to go to that game.
No, we don't. We can do the club live in a club in.
Who was man of the
Budapest.
match? Like, for your perspective.
Rashford.
Casemiro.
Rashford.
He put a couple of tackles in and
Can't
went
think
great.
what Rashford did this game.
Rashford scored. Only scored.
What, you mean
only
one
scored.
that Karius flopped?
Only scored.
One that Karius flopped.
Casemiro
Casemiro scored the crucial goal.
He only
didn't he?
scored.
The first one.
He only scored. I'd say that the second one was crucial.
Nah, well, yeah.
More crucial.
First one was the big one.
Disagree.
Breaks the deadlock.
Newcastle were good for about 20 minutes. Like, either side, like a good little spells, but overall quite poor.
No, I thought it was fantastic. I've really enjoyed today.
Mate, it's
actually.
been good.
Me
It's been
too.
really good. And Ade Oladipo, thank you so much for joining us. We really do appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, guys. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's been
Was I
brilliant.
the first choice to come
There's
on?
that geezer from the World Cup.
It's him!
There's that geezer from the World Cup.
No, he's a fake fan. He's a fan for hire.
No, he's not.
No, he
Well,
is.
he's a Man
No,
United
dude,
and
he is. He's a
England
fan
fan.
for hire.
Why? He's an England and Man
He's a
United
fan for
Is
hire.
he a United fan?
Must be.
No,
I don't think he's a United
He's a
fan.
Portsmouth fan.
There you go.
They've hired him. Yeah, they are. Honestly, mate.
Mate,
think you know everything.
They're hiring fans.
Who?
Man United.
What are you talking about?
mate, if anyone's hiring fans, it's your club.
Yeah, absolutely.
Grow up.
Thank you to Ade Oladipo and a huge, special, spectacular thank you to the wonderful people of NordVPN. Thank you so much for partnering with us. And remember, to everyone watching this, make sure that you turn to NordVPN for all of your VPN needs. It is a fantastic service. It is so affordable. It's so cheap. One subscription allows you to link 6 devices. So 6 devices for one subscription. And that one subscription will only cost you about the same price as a cup of coffee. And this is the best bit. No jeopardy. So you can pay your money, and if for some reason you don't like it, which won't happen, but if that does happen, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So make sure that you click the link in the description below. It's theclub/NordVPN, NordVPN/theclub. And that is where you will get some fantastic discounts. Isn't that right, Buvey?
It's absolutely beautiful. We are booking our flights with a VPN, NordVPN. We're going to get the cheapest flights to Budapest. Go in. If you want to watch movies in different countries, sports in different countries, or even just protect yourself from a bit of malware, a bit of tracking from different websites. That's what NordVPN are all about. They're the fastest VPN going. It's a beautiful deal. I absolutely love it.
Thank you all very much for watching the club. We really do appreciate it. Before you go, we need one favour. Please click the subscribe button. We are dreaming of hitting 100,000 subscribers very soon because we need to put our plaque up. If you are watching this not subscribed, please join the community. We would love to welcome you into it. And we will see you all next week. In a bit, y'all.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.